If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, shimmering in the sun. Such a rare one, can't believe that you caught one. If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, heaviest in the sea. You'd win first prize if you caught me. Why is everybody on the internet so mean? Why is everybody so afraid of what they've never seen? If I was scrolling through and I saw me flapping around and singing my song, I'd say, damn, they're cute and sing along. If I were a rock, you would pick me up and say, that's a nice rock, skippiest on the lake. Plop, 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 I'm the perfect shape. And if I were a sock, you would put me on and say, that's a nice sock, happiest as a pair. I found you, now I'm not scared. Why is everybody on the internet so mean? Why is everybody so afraid of what they've never seen? If I was scrolling through and I saw me flapping around and singing my song, I'd say, damn, they're cute and sing along. How lucky are we? Of all the fish in the sea, you get to be you, and I get to be me. Just let 'em be me. We're as free as can be, to be the youest of you, and the meest of me. If I were a fish, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. If I were a fish, do-do-do-do-do-do.
Bestie, bad days are gonna happen, okay? And you gotta get through it because they're a bad bitch. And if you can't get through it, then I can't get through it, then we're not bad bitches. So I just really need you to get it together, okay? Sheesh.
Good morning, Shifty.
I was waiting for that morning voice of yours. I haven't even looked at the private chat because I'm like, do I play something else? Do I tell her what's up? But no, I thought I would surprise you, ambush you with my gratitude and my attitude. So, hi, how are you? What are you doing? What are you wearing?
PJs, drinking coffee.
Hell yeah.
Here with you.
Aww.
Yeah.
So let me do that thing that like everybody does that like is a real YouTuber. And let me say, hi, Gen X. Good to see you. Just kidding, you bitch. You want to call her a bitch? You can. What up, RJ? No, I was talking to you. This stupid Gen X keeps entering the room. Dude, what the heck? Also, let's see, Jones Vlogging Network. Well, you might think this is special, but not. This is what they say everywhere. But I support. Do you, Gen X? Question mark.
Do I support? Yes.
Hell yeah. What up? Control Alt Delete Lazipoo. Boots. Wasn't sure if it was right boots, so I apologize just in case. Seems like it is the right one. I'll get to that in a minute. Unless I deflect and run from the truth. Oh yeah, hey, who let this bitch in here? How damn dare. Look, an apology. Stay tuned. What up, mean chick? Oh, you're still here? I got caught talking not shit, but truth. Also, aw, thank you. Still gonna upload the thing. Oh, you're still fucking here. Wow. And looky, it's zero motherfucking poo-poo.
Bro.
Okay, so Gen X, a lot has happened since we last talked. Do you have any updates in your world? Because before I overwhelm you with all my shit, question mark?
I killed a mosquito.
Yeah, you did. Let's pretend that motherfucker is responsible for all them bites. How damn dare.
I have 9 new bites, dude, and I finally smashed it today. I caught him.
You smash it. Speaking of smashing stuff, hit that bell, share, subscribe, and give us all your money. Go on. Also, I'm a little bit concerned because you're like, I know the perfect remedy to like bugs being all over you. And if you're still getting bit, Gen X, should I listen to your...
Oh, I didn't put the stupid oil on when I fucking garage.
So let me victim shame you and blame you. This is your fault. And so maybe you deserve to be squashed. Just saying. Allegedly.
Seriously. So what have you been up to since we last spoke?
Oh, what do you want first? Okay, let me give you options.
Oh shit.
Gaming stuff or foot in mouth in public on panel.
Man, put in mouth in public.
Thank you. Let's get that over with. I was sweating. Now, I'll just set the scene for you. Ready? There's like 500 fucking people in like a real channel doing whatever they're doing, right?
Okay.
Shifty Poo's like, la 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 la. Oh, a link for a panel. Like so much foot in mouth, except for look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pretend like I did it on purpose. I sacrificed all things right in the world to create an opportunity for lessons to be mined.
Okay.
So after this, wait, let me see if I don't see, because I don't think I already published it. So let me go look.
Only imagine.
Oh no. There were so many opportunities for me to not do what happened. And nope.
No.
All of them got done. Yeah. But like again, you're welcome, society. Because sometimes somebody just has to do it so bad that it's like so obvious, and you're like, ooh, yikes. Yeah, all of those sounds, all of them. Well, you know what? Oh, I didn't even upload it because that's how bad I feel. Hold on, let me start the upload process. Oh gosh. Oh, it's the worst 16 minutes and 21 seconds of ever. Gosh, I have all the feels. Okay.
Okay.
So what had happened was, I don't know. Okay. Wait, I should find out. There's probably like, whether it's 1 hour or 5 hours, a lot of stuff happened before I showed up to a place that maybe I shouldn't have. Not that I shouldn't have. Wrong. Read the room, fish. Kind of vibe, you know? Okay, so basically, pretty sure that something very serious and important was going on. And here's the thing. I do respect those moments. That's the part that I'm like, you know, like I feel genuinely bad. Like I see the hilarity in some of it, and I'm gonna publish this shit, and like 5 people will watch it because I owe it to own it. But I didn't do it in the way that I know that it also is done when people are intentionally trying to take the attention away from something deserving.
Right. You weren't
but
doing
either way.
Passion.
Right. But it's not like impact versus intention or some kind of fuck shit, you know, like cliche, like math right there, you know? Like my intention wasn't to do that, but the impact, the actuality. What happened was, you know, I like, oops, like super hardcore. Also, not my fault completely. Like, obviously, I'm going to blame it on Hondo. And if you don't know about that, that's a whole other situation. Because what had happened was there were these milestone markers of just stop, just fucking stop. Like, because it was working a little bit. And like it was getawayable and like kind of adorable a little bit, maybe allegedly. And then it just fucking crashed and burned like hardcore. And it was like, boot her, you know, who is this, you know, like, yeah, like I can't look at the comment section ever. I can't even look at the comment section here now that I know that Terry is here, because Terry, I'm pretty sure that my ego is RIP, because holy shit, public humiliation really does the trick. Okay, so oh yeah, see, Boot says not my fault. They even wrote at all. Let's emphasize the at all. Operative words at all. And it's all good! Exclamation mark. So I feel, look, Linda, listen. Also, in the video, I'm pretty sure that I alleged it was all scripted and shit, which is bullshit. But like, let me have something. Let me have so little.
Right.
Anywho, so what happened was, I don't know. Like I said, so I showed up, clicked the link because
It's a
now.
shiny button. We all
Okay, no, thank you for saying that, because let me explain how I know about this channel. I blame it on the algorithm. So there you go, robots to blame. Okay,
always.
check mark. Like, so much blame.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the situation of the moment of when I first did the exact same thing, but a very different thing happened. The first time I ever took the panel on this channel, it was because they had a sparkly background. They were all like cartoon characters and emojis and shit, like cowboy smiley and like a fucking like crop top sexy blonde, like giving the middle finger or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I like the vibe. And all I heard was something invitation to a kitten and rainbow party, unicorn party. And I was like, well, I'll be damned. I'm about to RSVP to, and I just showed up. That was it. Like, for the first time I was there, and I moved in. I brought all my shit and just fucking moved in. I was like, I like it here. Y'all seem okay. But then immediate sabotage. So this has not been like a work in progress. I haven't been like scheming and fucking trying to wait for the moment to fucking do this thing. But if I had, don't they deserve it? Question mark. But that's not what happened. But if it was, then it's deserving. Because here I am on this new place way back when, and it just was natural, like right away. There's accents and shit happening there, and basically when I show up, it's like, there's a shift happens, and then they mostly just tell me how they would like fish fry me, and they dox my school, and just for the halibut this, and put me on the hook that, and that's it. It's like, I just am basically like, how damn dare, like, as they like show my fins and shit, and like, whatever. So it's always so far until now. And now I have reset to like 0 days since I fucked up.
No.
Yeah. So I feel bad. I feel really, anyways, but I'm owning it in real time. So I go up there. So but again, this all happened at the beginning, immediate sabotage. So we get along great, but first things first, sabotage, because I'm like, oh, I'm here for the kitten unicorn party. No kittens, no unicorns, just fucking sabotage. And it's been months. And like a lot of really amazing things have happened there. Mostly the people that I've met through that channel. And I'm like super grateful. Also, look at my hat. Look at my hat. Look at my hat.
Right.
Right. But like 3 or 5 or 12 live streams ago that I just showed up and put myself in the middle of it for no fucking reason. And it was more chill than this time.
Okay.
The channel owner put me in charge. And then somebody was pissed off about it because they were like, they've been part of that for like years. And I was like, own it now, So I don't know if like they set this up for me to fail. I'm just trying to give everybody an understanding that, yeah, it's my fault, but is it? And it is, but is it? Okay, so let's cut to this morning. So this morning, I thought I would just go say hi to some people and just sprinkle some sunshine and shit. Wrong time, read the room. Oops. So I go there and I'm trying to think how it started because it was bad immediately. Okay, so Boots is telling her truth, right? Wait, why are you having all of this punctuation? Oh, well, we're doing so good. Go back to this feeling. Don't go here. Go back to here. Don't go to here. Oh gosh. Okay, so
That's a fun.
What had happened was I showed up, and okay, good. Now we're here. Oh wait, we're here. So Boots is there, and Boots is like totally being brave and doing like this awesome thing, like, and they're like fucking. Like, this is a channel where it's like badass, like all the time, right? And they've been like doing this for years, and like these people have been friends for years, like the regulars, like they got regulars and shit, and it's beautiful,
Yeah.
And did I mention the accents? Because there's so many of them, and I love it. And a few times, some dude, this has nothing to do with anything, but I'm looking for him. Where's that dude with the goatee that like does those like drop-ins where he's just like swinging on like a wrecking ball in his living room or hula hooping in like a Princess Jasmine outfit? Looking for that guy. Who is he? Super fun. I want to hang with him.
Wow.
Anywho, have you seen that guy?
No.
He made the rounds for a little bit and then he disappeared. And I demand we find him. Like we go IRL on him and make it work. Just kidding, kind of sort of.
Search party.
Anywho, super party.
Mhm.
Super party. So Boots is there and other people are there and I'm super selfish, #narcissistic. And it takes me like 1 second to foot in mouth. and so I think it's funny also, look, another channel says like I'm a junkie whore, so let's just pretend that that's the blame too, right? And like I killed my husband and my boyfriend and the dog and this and that. So put all of that in the equation. I got a lot going on, you know? Another channel says I'm a groomer. Another channel says this. Like just I'm the worst. So this should be expected. Also not true of what they said, but what I did is my truth and I'm bummed out. But look at me owning it and telling the story so quickly as I often do. Anyways.
The anticipation's killing me, Shift.
I know. So I show up and this is basically, I'll paraphrase my fuck shit. and I basically show up and I'm like, what? People on the internet like don't tell the truth? Oh my God. See, it ain't so. And like, it's so cute. I'm adorable. And it was like the delivery was wow, right? And like, gosh. And then I mute, you know, like I said my piece, I'm feeling good. I made a contribution. It's funny because it's like delightful. It's like the lighthearted, you know, I felt like you're welcome. Okay.
Okay.
So I did that thing that you do when you're like a gambler with an addiction and I doubled down.
Oh, shit.
I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. I needed more of the Gen X. I needed more. I ignored the question,
All
like
the warning signs.
like the investigator emojis popping up in the chat, like
The side eyes.
the like fucking like squiggly eyebrow fucker that I hate the most, who's like bitchy eyebrow fucker. Anyway, so I turn off all notifications because I can't be interrupted. And I wait for a pause, which is like the decent thing, the only decent thing I did, basically moving forward. I didn't interrupt anyone to do my fuck shit. I waited, and then I made it worse.
Oh,
so it's like, haha, that's cute, fish, shut the fuck. You know, they're being polite because they're super polite, right? And so I doubled down because Boots and others are like, you know, not just saying their truths, but Boots is now saying she's correcting something that allowed people to believe something, and she was like owning it. And so then I chime in, what? God, I'm so sorry. Someone's taking accountability for like what they did wrong? Whoa, like whatever, you know, I don't know. I'm already like choking on my own barf that's trying to escape me.
oh God. Oh God.
I should have stopped. I should have moved. I should have unplugged. I should have gone to bed.
It kept going?
Oh, girl. Honey,
Shifty.
Cookie, I know. Oh, I know. So at that point, I'm like, ugh, I'm the like, ugh, emoji, and I know it. I fucking know it. But then you have to understand this. There's this dude Hondo there, okay?
Yeah.
And Gen X, I need you to focus on this part because although I'm going to do that thing that everyone says that I do, but I'm trying not to do, but I managed to do it very easily a lot. And I feel a little bit bad, but a lot bad. And it doesn't matter. It's not about me, how I feel.
Right.
However, and ever, moreover, anyway, in addition, all of those things, right? All of those segue words or whatever.
Yep.
So what happened was this dude Hondo, he fucking chimes in, right? And so he starts sprinkling in the normal fuck shit that we do. And he's like, something, fish lips, something. And I'm like, don't take the bait. But did I?
You took the bait.
I might have, but like Gen X, it was dangling right in front of me. And then here's the thing. I'm trying so hard not to do that, but he pisses me off. So now I'm mad at him. So I should have leaned into my girls, but I didn't because like I'm nice, you know? And so at first I'm like, how damn dare? And I'm kind of still hovering. I'm at this precipice or in the threshold of I could go one way and title in and redirect the attention back to where it belongs, or I could burn the shit down. In this choose your own adventure, Hondo made a decision for me. Okay, he baited me in. He's a master baiter, and so whatever. So basically, so I'm trying to be. So I do this thing, and like a lot happened. That's my truth. That's my experience. But this has nothing to do with me. However, I'm also trying to convey, because they don't know me. I'm the fish bitch, But I'm also like, hi. I've been accused of a lot of murder on the internet, and I don't like it. It's quite awful and like for real and terrifying. And like I miss my family and my loved one. You know what I mean? Like this is isolating, help, but also it's not about me. But like for real, 2 years. For real, pending litigation, for real. So, allegedly. So, I'm like, I do like a quick little, I say something about that just to be like, because I want to be like one of us. Like, I want to be like, I'm here because I get it, but I don't know what we're talking about. But if this is kind of what we're talking about, like, I get it, So I'm just trying to be like, do the secret handshake, like tit bump, like, yo, words here, And then Hondo, who makes everything worse, did what he does best. And he sabotaged me. Oh. And so he did it again. I'm blaming it on him. And then somehow something about nipples happened. And then here's the beautiful part. The channel owner was like, shut the fuck up. She shut it down. And no, she didn't say it like that at all. She said it super politely. She literally, and I mean this respectfully, like genuinely, like 1,000,000%, all the props. This is where you're welcome for the example. So Avi, this is how it should be done.
Right.
That was inappropriate. Our little fuck shit, banter, bullshit, inappropriate for something that was in the middle of something very important.
Right.
And the end, like exclamation mark. And so she was like, not now, like stop.
Yeah. And
again, I'm paraphrasing, but however she said it, she was being nice. She didn't even need to. She could have kicked me the fuck boop,
Sorry.
Wait.
Sorry.
Is he talking about the hummingbird person? Oh, gosh. I'm not looking at chat. Dude, I can't look at the chat. I'm going to barf everywhere. Terry? Oh, wait till I get to the other story, because... Anyway, the only thing that would have made this current story worse is if Terry showed up. That's it. Terry showing up and just doing like a standing O and being,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so basically what happened was, so the channel owner, shout out to Jenny Jen, shut it the fuck down and just called it out. And it was quick, and she's classy and like accenty, and it was deserving. You ain't ever heard me be so quiet. I shut the fuck up right quick because I knew it and I felt it. Right. But I also kept my feels together because I could have cried, but I didn't because I'm brave.
There you go. Good.
Mm-hmm. And I pinched my leg a little, so I refocused. You know that trick? Anyhow.
I know.
So and then I waited, and I was like, what do I do? Because then I shut the fuck up and I, sat in my fuck shit stew and I ruminated. I immediately put in the back chat, like the private chat, like, I'm sorry. And then I said respect, because word to your mother and all that. And respect knuckles and stuff.
Right.
And I felt bad, but it wasn't about me. You know what I mean? So as much as I wanted to have like a whole fucking monologue about how I just learned a valuable lesson, spotlight, please. Let me have an after school special for 5 hours right now.
Get the words out of my mouth. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But I genuinely, I do get it. You know what I mean? I do. Yeah. It might not seem like I do sometimes, but I do. Mm-hmm. And I feel bad when that gets lost. And I'm trying.
Right.
Just kidding. No, I am.
No, for real.
No, for real. And again, it wasn't like a plan. It wasn't, there was no malicious intent. It just was.
Of course.
I was just casual, and it was business attire. It was black tie, and it was too optional for me. And I was like, let's go streaking. And they were not in that mood. So anyways, so stuff happened in between. and I listened, and then I realized like I should have been listening because I lose my damn mind when like Exile shows up and like I'm in the middle of I could be talking about like barbecue that I just ate, and this motherfucker shows up like all chipper and shit, and I like immediately want to punch him because I'm like, how dare you show up without any idea what we're talking about, and like I go insane, you know, like what a hypocrite. So I own that too. But I'm trying with him too, especially since I found out he's older than me, which is like a whole mind fuck shit. Because for like a year and a half, I thought I was older than him, so I deserved respect. Now
So
I gotta reverse
respecting your
it.
elders, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but like I had to do it like I had to toggle real quick, you know, like
Yeah.
so it's like it's against my normal, like you know, like the foundation I laid with him. Well, it was built on assumption. I just assumed I was older than him. I don't know, but no. Now I'm like, oh, I gotta treat him like, oh, the older brother I never had, or some shit, you know, and pretend like when he does stupid shit, he's like trying to help. Anyways, whatever. That's a whole different story. So, foot in mouth, and then you know, time goes on, and then an opportunity for an apology happens. And I take it, and I say it very quickly and succinctly, and I get the fuck out, you know.
Okay.
And that's basically that.
Okay.
Well, but it was it was acknowledged on the panel like that it was known that like you know there was no you know that oof was you know not on purpose, you know.
Right.
I don't know how to explain it. That you know and I'll publish it. You can watch it on Jenny's channel. And again, and Boots is here, and so that's cool. I'm gonna look at the chat now because I'm gonna try to be.
Don't.
Okay, I'm not gonna look at the chat. Okay, well the thing is that Boots was on panel, and this affects her. So the fact that they're here now, you know, participating. Let me know if there's anything I can address because I'm not gonna look at the thing. Actually, no, I am. Okay.
So, okay, this is just my observation
Mhm.
over the last. How long have we known each other now, Shift?
525,600 messages, and most of them are me saying, fuck the robots. I gotta record. Be right back.
I know.
I don't know. I'm not doing that math. You quit like 82 times, and every time I was there to be like, are you sure? I'll hold space for you.
Obviously, I wasn't because here I am.
Yeah, but you know.
So this is just my observation.
Okay.
And you are one of the first that always like tries to talk me off the ledge in the shiftiest way possible. And it's taken me a long time to actually stop being stubborn and listen. You know, like you're the first one that says, "Are you sure that's a good idea? Are you sure you want to do that?" Yes, I'm sure. And then I do it, and I'm like, "Well, that accomplished nothing." So, how do I put this? I haven't met anybody else on here in the 2.5 years I've been here that actually gives a shit about other people's feelings. As much as you call yourself a narcissist, I love that you call yourself a narcissist because if you really were, you honestly wouldn't care about other people's feelings.
Well, I just want to interject. So that was an accusation that other people that I was nice to decided to dox me as. But then I think it's okay for me. I actually was talking to, Tia Dash?
Say that one more time.
You know Tia Dash from The Decipher?
I love her.
So I had a conversation with her one time, and she said, her opinion was, she said, you're not a narcissist, you're a masochist. And we had this whole conversation about that. So, but which is again a whole other conversation. But I'm not a narcissist. Like I genuinely am not.
You care for complete strangers more than I do. Like we've had this conversation before. I've become extremely jaded on here. You know, I used to give a damn, and I just.
I know. Sorry, I'm not trying. Yes, right. Which is why I go to you. Like, can I say chive turkey? And you're like, yep. Like because.
In all that time, you've never changed. You've been the same. You're conscious of everybody else's feelings, and hey, this isn't right. Hey, this. let's do this out of love. Let's call bad behavior out, but in an important way, not a, call everybody, a cunt and, all the bad
I
shit.
have done that, but I've also read the book and I like the word. But go on.
Your message is it's just, there's more to it, than people just calling each other names on the internet, So that's just my observation, So I would assume that whatever this was a complete whoops. Like you would never do anything like this intentionally.
No, but like again, that perspective is important, and also it's just as frustrating because it's not. There's nothing new that's happening. Like I get frustrated when people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's been so bad for like 2 weeks,"
right?
And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! What the fuck are you talking?" I go insane like at least 14 times a day because like, they're acting like it hasn't been awful the whole time, and every other fucking day. And in the small little corner, where the reputation of me, and unfortunately this channel, which unfortunately does represent a lot of victims that are completely fucking like obliterated in the process because nobody cares, and they hyper focus on like 1 or 2 specific doxes that like are so fucking bullshit, and then it's like the strangers, like I like, part of me wants to be like, give them more like, room to be like, well, like they're just going with the flow, but then there's like the ones, the ex, like quote unquote, like friends, which I never said. Like I was really careful about my language, and in the beginning I was fucking polite and shit, like full sentences and grammar and whatnot. There was no confusion, but then when it got to a point where it got way confusing because it was just endless accusation in an impossible environment, because how do you combat that when nobody gives a fuck? Like for real.
Right.
Like Checkmate Humanity, first person to ever scream at me on the internet.
I
fucking scream. Yeah, me too. Yeah. And I used to get, I was doxxed or shipped as doxxed a few times as her, 100%. Yeah, definitely her. I'm 100% not. Right. But I used to get messaging that was meant for her, and it was awful. And it actually is why I personally left. Well, Lana, a true crime channel lying about court coverage, and then them being who they are, the mods and the fan addicts and
sorry.
The point is that it was too easy. Like people just believed it. There's like this assumption of authority or understanding or truth, especially from a channel called like, I don't know, Truth and Transparency.
Yeah.
I was a sucker for it too, except for right away that person published an image of someone's vagina, and I was like, what the fuck? Like what the hell is going on here? And it wasn't a true, fuck that noise. Like it was a like revenge channel. Like it was incredibly offensive, like all of it. And then at the same time, it was like, it was okay. Like that, like that's the first channel I participated on. I had nothing to do with Watts Island. If someone says they killed their whole family, I'm not going to try to start a nonprofit and give them another chance. I'm sorry, but whatever. So, and the accusations were so stupid and incredibly, like, it just was like, what the fuck? Like, first time ever that shift, I'm not even saying it was me, but that shift happens to be in that channel. Mm-hmm. It's like, literally Lana says, welcome to the game. And suggests that Shift is the police. And then by the second one, it's like, tell me about your property investments in a place that none of you have ever been. And it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And To the Moon was there, Xana was there, Mod Squad, and all of these people, they were all there. Like all these people that are still around, they're all still there. Yeah. And the first panel I went on, it had nothing to do with me. I went on a panel because I didn't know how to tell the person whose channel it was that I think I had their phone number because it had been published. And I wanted to convey that to them. I thought that was the decent thing to do. I also like borrowed somebody's account and wrote in pig Latin to somebody. that didn't seem to work because I was scared because the person that had published it had just gotten out of jail. And it was like this whole thing. And so it just was a lot going on. And like Mandy C was part of that. Tamara, Lonnie, shout out, like Irvin, like So these people are still around, and I don't understand why they're so unwilling to just honor what happened and
Yeah.
help stop it, because
Right.
they literally started it. And I eventually became part of a channel with a fish avatar, but
Okay.
those experiences would be referred to by others, like
Right.
Lala, who showed up and was fucking around, and trolling. But eventually she understood, and she said that Shiv showed up and was like a guppy in a shark tank. And I
Yeah.
was like half a year later, I was like, that's exactly how it felt, because it was fucking like incredible. It was so horrific. And the first 8 months of me being part of anything here, I was like, we gotta fucking infiltrate. We gotta get on, set up a meeting with YouTube headquarters. We need to do like fucking tutorials on how new people can be safe, because what the fuck is going on? Because
Right.
creepy shit was going on. We were getting links to like CCTV videos that people were just recording what Shift and others were doing in chats. Like, it was totally innocuous. Our behavior, it was fucking creepy. Their
Yeah.
behavior,
Right.
and then you add Crafton and Kim, and just it gets fucked
Ugh.
up like more and more and more and more. Anywho, but
Yeah. I just some people just thrive on the chaos. Of
okay,
YouTube. I don't.
fair. Well, fair. And see, it didn't click until relatively recently, like
Mhm.
for real, like hardcore click, like your aha moment thing.
Yeah.
It happened. It happened for me on Sam Hill's panel of all places, with a dude that uses dick as a snorkel and
Yeah.
wants to call me a creep because he talked about his dick to a stranger. Moi, a
Right.
lot.
Right.
Anywho, but I just suddenly was like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
He does
Right.
not make me better. I owe him nothing.
Mhm.
Fuck this dude. Bye.
Yep. Yep.
He is part of what is referred to as the drama community. And that is something that I wouldn't have signed up for. I didn't. So
Mhm.
unsubscribe, please. And Krama, I feel the same way about. I said that from the beginning. And Team AF, which people like deny exists, which is probably the best win of Shift, is that
Mhm.
it's just me, whoever I am, and I'm everybody everywhere. But am I?
Right.
And spoiler alert, I'm not. But whoever I am, I don't matter less. And it's frustrating when there are so many names that have been attached. And again, it's not a unique experience. So doxing happens all the time. And again, that has a malicious intent. That's part of it. That's the definition. That's the operative part of it. It has to be involved. So if you fuck up and you make a goof, that's a mistake. That's not purposed mayhem or cruelty, choreographed. It's a mistake, and it happens. I have definitely made mistakes, published things where like a text message will come through, and I'd fucking, it's 2 years into it. I still think about it every day, those little moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, like their screen name popped up. Like, it wasn't even like a true violation, but I feel bad genuinely, like all the time, which is part of the whole masochist thing, where like I have to punish because it's not better yet, so I can't be better. And it's like very confusing because I want to move on, but I don't want to leave others behind.
Right.
And also, I'm prevented from certain things because of it. It's like this whole fucking thing. And there's so much, it's so complicated. But it's like right there down the street of these, neighborhoods is a person that not only launched their channel to celebrate the anniversary of trauma they helped create against this channel, and I guess me, but they also accused me of being responsible for the death of 3 people I talked about, that I miss and I still love. And they don't care. They
No,
don't care.
No. I mean, and I'm just, this is the jaded side of me. They're not going to, no matter how many different ways. I mean, you can bust out all the flow charts, and they're not going to give one shit. They don't care. These people don't care. That's their prerogative, right? That's their
They
right.
do care. They do care when it happens to them, which is again one of those like things that feels cliche. When it happens to them, they give a fuck.
Fair enough.
And
but they don't.
And so the whole like right is right, wrong is wrong, but it's only wrong if you're the right people, and that too. And that's the only reason that I ever had relief with Granny, was that after every fucking thing, and I'm not going to go into it, but what she said, and maybe even accidentally, but I don't think so. I think she meant it. And trust, like she got to clean her whole house. She let me talk for like 3 fucking hours, just muted and let me do my shit because I needed to say a bunch. I needed her to understand what the fuck was really going on. And And I appreciate that because how I'm wired. And she said aloud once at least to me that she understood how impossible it would be without support.
Right.
And that to me was it. Like the fact that she recognized that, like that was it. Basic fucking common courtesy, basic fucking like, you know, target emoji, you know, just like that's
Right.
it. If you understand that, and imagine if, and then the TT her match the energy. Imagine, like that's all I think about, and not just me, but all of those. And so that's again like this whole thing that I'm talking about me because I'm so selfish. Someone like Boots or anyone, Jenny or Hondo, like they're I can mostly only think of people that have had fuck shit happen to them or theirs.
Right.
And what a shame because it's so unnecessary. However, drama community, that is more expected.
Right.
If you participate in a drama community, you know that's what it is. Then like it feels like it should be a little different. Like if you actively enroll yourself in that, you know, game on, I guess. But there still should be like opportunity for exit and other stuff, you know, like dignity or your safety, prosperity, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just there's a lot. So it just is. It is all. It's everywhere. So it hasn't been for 2 weeks. It's not new, you know. And there are people that have been doing this for fucking years. They did it on other platforms, and they're doing it here still. And for me, like again, that aha moment was, this is what they want to do.
Yep.
Like I can't, you know. And shame on me. Like what the fuck, you know? Like how did I not see? And even when I was warned, and
Hey,
and like I said on your channel,
you warned me, and I didn't listen either.
And you did it back to me, I'm sure. But like I said, when Lynn was out of your channel, people like her, people like you, most of the people that I actually do talk to, all of them have been like, at one point, stop, or you know, like, what do you expect, like, you know? And then I know, I do, you know, I understand why don't go to the place that broke you in an effort to be fixed. Duh, right? However, I want to do it, you know? It should be able to be done. It's so simple. You know, like I genuinely, it's like the easiest thing to fix. Like delete the fuck shit, take it down, omit, move on, own it, you know, like it and create those opportunities where again, admit, you know, just how hard is it, you know?
Yeah.
Like it really isn't. And then don't worry, like tomorrow somebody's gonna do some fuck shit and it's not gonna matter anymore. Except for to those that are suffering from whatever was done already.
I feel like people like go to sleep and then they wake up and everything resets and they start over again. I saw a comment by Christine G. She says it's also boring after the first go around. The second go around, it's like, is this real? And the third time, make it a question. Third go rounders motivate. Yes. So for me, I always say, you know, I never go backwards. I continually move forwards. Like I do not go back into the we'll call it the mess, for lack of a better term. I don't go backwards. I just don't. You know, I've learned that when these people show me who they are, that all it takes is one time for me, and I'm out. I'm gone. You know, so.
And I get that, and you know, and you've also had like a lot of experiences that like I appreciate that I've learned have happened to others, and for over a year, you know, like when I talk to, you know, people that used to be part of like behind the scenes of the channel and just, you know, people that were more participatory before, you know, hold on, my train of thought left the station. I just saw Doodle do something. Hold on. Repeat everything you just said.
I was just talking about how I.
Oh, you don't go back. You don't go back.
Right. I move forward. Yeah.
So, and I'm like, there are some things that can be put down, you know, like, I mean, I've been on panels where people are just screaming at me, move on, you know, and it's like,
No.
yeah, of course, you
Kidding.
know, and, in fact, you know, that's not it is, there are certain things that I do choose, to be burdened with. Cause like I said, I'm wired that way. I feel bad. Even if I didn't do it, somehow I'm part of this avalanche of circumstances that happened, and therefore I position myself in part, and again, that's out of respect for the victims of those circumstances, and because I want them to feel like, again, that they matter, that they're important, because it sucks, like the invisibility of the victims that are definitely victims, and then the victims that don't want to be called victims, they just, you know, blah blah blah, they want to be left out or this or that, they just want, like, there's all different, you know, flavors and you know, kinds, but I mean it in like the simplest way, like those that have suffered at the hands of others for whatever reason. It doesn't matter, it could be a goof, and again, even if you make one little mistake by accident, maybe you say someone's name or location or something, and then all of a sudden that confirms or you know, allows people to believe that they got it right that time, and then they go full force, and it just, I've never seen a situation where I thought that deserved to be done. Like, yep, show their house. Yep, fuck it. Like, call the authorities and get their kids, you know, pulled out. And and I've also said, if I ever was in a situation in real life or here where I believed people were in danger or neglect, and it was appropriate to contact any kind of authority, I fucking would. Absolutely. I've had jobs where I was mandated to do it. I would not hesitate to do that. That's how I feel. And
Do you feel that, do you feel it's being abused on YouTube? People using resources like law enforcement and CPS and court systems, like abuse it to settle not settle, but to get back at others?
Here's the thing. The ones that actually, well, they're all different. So like law enforcement, again, like if you're contacting the police, like, first of all, I feel like if that actually happens, because there's the people that just claim to do it, and then there's those that actually do it.
Yes.
I feel like I've experienced more of like the threat of it. And
Right.
again, I can point at channels that are like, we've got like tapes because we had to install like recording devices because Shift Happens called and said, I'll kill you before your cancer. And it's like, no fucking way. I heard about that, cried for 3 days.
Right.
And FOIA request, and they did it. First of all, it didn't happen. I
Right.
certainly, no one from my channel, I never would. No fucking way. Never even would conceive of thinking, like, no fucking way. But do I think it happened at this point? I don't even think it fucking happened. You know,
Yeah.
if it did happen, then maybe it's appropriate. If you're getting an actual death threat or you're worried, and again, I just say that, and I can, like, in my head, I have like an itemized list of all the accusations of fucking death threats and shit, and it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
Somebody sent a fucking life threat, attached images of their family, their identification, and for over a year, they've been saying Shift fucked with them. Oh my gosh. Be fucking grateful that nobody here is like you. Because,
Right.
oh my gosh, your shit would have been everywhere, you fucker. But they
Right.
changed their URL, dedicated their handle to be a dox, based on somebody that they're... And like, to ignore that, because that's not even the worst, you know, like that also is going on. There's so much math all the time, the math of like what's priority. And so like I do think there's a lot of abuse of platform. Expression is different than abuse, and that applies to like all of it.
Yeah.
Court stuff, same thing. Holy shit. And I know people that are bummed out, you know, and maybe they were excited about the drama of it. Those are the ones not involved. Those are the ones that just get a popcorn emoji, side eye emoji,
Yeah.
and watch it, you know? But
Yep.
those that are like actually like this could help me in my situation, or this is representative, or I could feel like I'm being, vindicated or whatever. When all of a sudden it's this channel saying they're definitely going to sue this channel and they're fundraising for that, and then they don't do it, or that channel is saying that they need a lawyer but they don't fucking do it, and it just is like it's so gross, like zoomed out.
Yep.
And again, yesterday, some fucker that I'm trying to be nice to that doesn't deserve it, like genuinely, legitimately, provably doesn't deserve it. But I don't want to fucking be like them. And
Right.
it's fucking hard.
I know.
Because,
I know.
and it doesn't mean I have been nice always. I've been exceptionally patient, and mostly, again, because of the people that deserve attention way more than like the assholes that are fucking it up for people. But like they said that they know that Shift Happens fundraise for lawyers and didn't go to consult, and it's like, I'll wait for the proof. Prove it.
I've never
So-
seen that. Oh, and I've been around.
Or Shift lied about having a child and then that child died, and let's throw a fundraiser for that too because I'm sad. No, but while that accusation is floating around, what literally happened is somebody else did lie about their child being dead. Went into such detail, they got called by the morgue, they had to go and identify a body, like the whole thing. 16 hours ago, Shift Happens said, hey, Mod Squad, how's your daughter? And then suddenly Mod Squad is getting a call from the fucking morgue to come identify her daughter. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? And nobody gives a, like, it's so bonkers and bad shit. And it's okay. It's chill somehow out there,
Right.
and it's horrifying. It's horrifying to be the one. And it's just fucking weird. So with you, like, you would tell me stuff like, you're like, oh, I got like 17 emails today from people that realized that they had fucked up or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would cry being like, I'm so glad that they get it,
Right.
And I'm so, but I'm genuinely thankful not only for you, but for the example that creates for me. And then I get to go tell people that have been waiting 2 years for some kind of anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just, and fucking patience.
They all,
know?
it is so it is. It's all about patience,
Mhm.
and I heard from people that I never in a million years thought I would have ever heard from,
Mhm.
and I absolutely was appreciative. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. There were a couple times in a random chat, they would pop in. They're like, I'm so sorry, and I was like, oh, we're cool now? Or they just like, hey, Gen X, what's going on? I'm like, we're good now? Because I kind of remember the last 6 months, all the shit you've been saying, but okay, whatever. Hey, if it makes it, like, for me, because I don't give a shit, for me, it's whatever. Like, okay, cool, peace out. Like, good to see you. And I move on, I keep going.
See, not me. I'm like, let's marinate in this moment, right?
Right. Now, for the ones that really took like the time to, I mean, they really, some of the, I should send you some and just redact everything, but some of them were really touching, and they basically they all had their aha moments, is what I call them, and I appreciate them. Do I have a guard up with those people? Absolutely. It would be dumb of me not to. But I'm not going to be a dick to them and say, oh, well, I saw you said all this about me, and so, nah, fuck your apology. It's like, cool. Thanks for reaching out. I appreciate it. And, it's, if I see him, when I see him, I say hello, or, vice versa. And that's about it. But then again, I'm not around. I mean, I come here. This is where I come now. This is it.
And I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah,
you know?
Me too.
I think like there are a few people like, that like I tried with, and then there are those that showed up. And again, for many, many months, many moons, like this channel was like locked the fuck down. You had to be like a subscriber for like 800 days to like write in the chat, because it was like, it was so, every interaction was fucking awful, really, or the majority of it, and it was an attempt to to protect, but then it got to the point where, again, it was like sad and lonely, and then people that were here had to go, and just a lot of stuff happened. But there were these like very key moments where I just kept thinking, this is it. This is big enough for it to matter. Like, it should fucking be enough. And again, like, it just happens to include me, but again, a true crime community that's going to allow a true crime channel to fucking lie about the facts of court cases or crimes or this or that, or to like be so inappropriate with the victims and the families and just risk everything just for the clout or the numbers or the dollars or their ego, like whatever it is. No, like, there ought to be some sort of demand of again, like, decency, like just fucking decency. And what a shame that there isn't. And like, when I learned about the 1A community, which is weird because it kind of happened after, like, suddenly I learned about Connie in the most fucked up way, where, trigger warning, I barfed on site because I'm listening to someone say that I killed my husband and I moved to Peru and this and that, and I'm trying to have an affair with someone, and it was like, but also was like, oh, new shit,
Right.
Like, when people were talking about my dick for a while, I leaned into it and I'm like, yeah, my dick's so big, like, and it was like, do I have to prove I don't have a dick, or I do have a dick, or this or that, or when somebody says that they researched my sexuality, do I have to say that they're right or they're wrong? Like, there's so many moments where it was like, this is just violating and gross and vicious or vulgar. And then, but it didn't matter. But I've seen it matter elsewhere. So it was like, again, like, I kept thinking, so these moments that would happen with other people, I'd be like, see, it matters. It fucking matters. Like, even like, oh, Cooper can do something nice for MRB. Like, whoa, wow. Or like, Robbie can do something nice for What's Her Fuck, or, like, those people matter.
Yeah.
But everybody does is how I feel. And then there was a point where I was just, and not just me, but like, where it sucks so much, and you're just like, everybody deserves to be punished. If you were in a chat where fuck shit happens, well, you are not responsible, because again, to those that matter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
no.
Did you hear me?
Guilt by association, but not guilt by well, I guess it's that, but also guilt by participation or inaction.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. The inaction part for me is,
I mean, it's tricky because, like, I don't mean that 100%. Like, there are like situations, and then like I was trying to think of like what I could like compare it to. It's kind of like, oh, like, these like shitty arguments or whatever they are, debates or whatever, fuck shit, and they're awful. But like, oh, if you chose not to get like a vaccination and then you get ill, well, you don't deserve to get medical aid or something like that, where it's like, or or if you call the cops or you cry for wolf, you get a certain amount and then no more. And that's not right either. I don't think that's my belief, but and opinions are, everywhere. So
opinions are like assholes.
It's faggotry. What's going on?
There he is.
This motherfucker. And like, this guy knows now.
All right, you be huffing your own farts for way too long. Now I'm coming up like and making it about myself. That's right. It's me,
Okay,
Carrie. And you motherfuckers better shut up, because I'm a protected class now, right?
Muting.
Fuck those trannies, fuck those faggot. I'm a hermaphrodite,
That's
motherfuckers.
Right. That's right.
I'm a protected class. So everything you level against me, motherfuckers, from now on is a hate crime.
Did you know about this, Gen X? This is true.
No.
This is fucking true. He was outed. He was doxxed as a hermaphrodite. I am a groomer, of course.
So
okay.
you better watch out between your hate crimes and shit, But you don't wanna fuck with a protected class that can fuck itself, basically, dude. We are the next level of evolution, motherfuckers.
This really happened.
Yeah, Xan and Xanadu said he's a hermaphrodite, or he, she, or
That's
they,
right.
or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Respect.
Oh, I
Yeah.
cannot. Oh, God.
And just casually threw out the stuff about like Schiff's been stalking her and her sister and has been, you know, this and that. And then it just ends being like, you're a groomer. And then it's like fade to black. And it's like, what the fuck? It just ends like
Dude,
that.
I hope this bitch makes more videos because like a couple of more videos and I can make her say whatever I want to.
And here's how I feel. I'm like, please, Anna, like you seriously, please. And I gave her credit. Like I'm trying so hard because I don't hate her. She's a stranger, right. And I haven't done any digging or doxing or any. I have not done it. If the things that she says have happened to her have happened, well, go and do the things you can. Admit that you didn't hire a digital forensic examiner or expert, or do it and fucking apologize because there's no fucking way. But then it's like Crafton's gonna hop on board and be like, "Yep, that's Shift Happens IP address." It's like no fucking way, no fucking way.
I don't care about your fucking IP address. It's about me, Terry, the hermaphrodite. So you know,
right? But the emails, you know, that are about like.
It's
the
about the hate crimes against the hermaphrodite community.
Mm-hmm,
you know, we're
right.
part of the
Right,
LGBTH.
I've been doctored as a lesbian and bisexual. I'm all of them. I'm the plus, yo. I'm extra as fuck, don't you know? Which
I kept it on the down low. You know, I kept it on the down low. Not many people know of my secret, but no, since the cat is out of the bag, so to speak, right? Dude, I'm doubling down. I'm weaponizing all the hermaphrodites around here. We're coming after you, Santa. We're coming after you.
Oh, I love
this
it
hate
so
crime needs to stop.
I love it so much. Oh god.
Okay, that's a weird response in my opinion. However, I had to try to explain. You were here with the whole door stopper dig thing, right? When I explained that experience.
Yes.
Like I genuinely was fucking moved when I bumped into on cyberspace these fuckers comment about what flavor horsecock is your favorite, and I was like, oh my god. And like I was fucking moved, and then I tell him, he's like, I'm not no Captain Save a Ho, whatever. And I'm like, dude, yo, like that's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done. Like, because it got quiet for a moment because who was expecting?
And then you ruined my life, motherfucker.
I did. I know.
Don't make it about you. You know.
I'm making this about you. It's about my god. It's about how fucking crazy.
I was keeping my dick pussy secret for the longest time.
For the longest time, dude. Yeah. Here's the thing. But he said that I felt grateful, and then suddenly it's because he did something I'm being blamed for, and now Exile gets to take credit because he's been long LARPing us all for like 2 years, and this has all been his like super intellectual thing of lessons to be learned and mined and whatever. And I'm like kind of poking fun, but I'm also like, because he's like, maybe I wanted you to be exposed to Connie because it would lead to this, and maybe I wanted you to, and I'm like, did you, dude? Because if you did, it's not gonna be chill. Anyways, but
dude, for me, it's all entertainment. You know, when you can jerk off and rub your clit at the same time, you know, you got a weird sense of humor.
Okay, so anyway, protected class.
That's
like,
right.
Like literally, like when fucking To the Moon was in Granny's chat, like being like, "You're a protected class." I was like,
"Oh, dude, this bitch has learned nothing, dude." Like when she made the claim that I sent her nudes, I doubled down on the nudes. Oh, so I'm so down with this hermaphrodite shit, dude. I'm going deep.
Oh, I love it.
Well, here's the thing. She's also made claims that her trigger warning or spoiler alert, before your time, Terry. Sorry, not sorry. She also made claims that her kids were like horrified and traumatized by the transgender nudes that were sent to like her husband or something. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, And the people were like protesting against it, like not like show it to us, we need to see it, but also like you keep saying the craziest shit and it's mean and nasty, you're a bully, but you take this bitch is also like best friends with the Hells Angels, and she's like friends with the owner of Fox.
So
It's
how does
never
that
ending.
work? How do it gets kids get traumatized? This is so she's getting sent transgender nudes, and then she's like,
And
oh,
then having a family meeting. Yes,
family
exactly.
meeting.
That's exactly it. Because if you do that, then aren't you the one that fucking is responsible for doing that? Because you're choosing to do, like, that's where it gets in, and the plot thickens because you did that. So you didn't have to.
Okay.
Right.
You besties with the HA?
Who's who?
Who's claiming to
that?
be besties with the HAs?
EHAs?
The Hells Angels.
Oh, that's me. I'm,
No.
I'm
No.
part of the hermaphrodite chapter of the Hells. Yes, yeah.
No, Xana made a claim about it and then was called out and then thought she could do another video where she's laughing at it and being like, who said that? What would I do? Call 1-800 Hells Angels? And it's like, yeah, you fucking said that. Just like she said that Lana was a sexual molester. And I said to her, you should take that down because that is awful. Or if you can prove it, do more than this. Did you go to the authority? If you could prove that she's a sexual molester, and you think your little fuck shit video is enough, well, but I emailed her in the comment, like, it was known. And same thing, like, and if I was in a place where anyone logged in, if he's being called the P word,
Right.
inappropriate, criminal, dangerous. It is. You do not fucking know the consequences of saying something so awful. And it's triggering for, they're a ripple effect.
I agree. He's just a faggot, and I can say it because I'm a hermaphrodite.
Oh, God. Oh,
I got now all the
Oh,
cards.
no.
I got all the fucking cards.
shit.
No, motherfucker.
Now I feel like you are working in cahoots with them because this is kind of like you got the card with the hard R and the big D, and it's fucked up, dude.
That's
I don't
right.
know
I
how to
can drop
combat
all
it.
the words now. Thank you, Santa. For liberating me, finally.
I just don't get it. And also, I feel like it's so obviously mostly bullshit that, like, I feel like not just second or third or all the embarrassments, but also, like, why do you want that to be, like, your legacy, Why do you want that to be your content? And she recently was like, I'm here for fun. And it's like, where is the fun? Are you having fun? Like, you're here to laugh? Like, what the fuck?
Well, she provides fun, but, not in the way she,
Right, but she's backtracking on things like I have it in writing. Like, she said something nice about Terry, and so I called it out. I'm like, oh, Terry, like, she thinks you're funny. And now it's like, she's like, I never said he was funny. It's like, bitch, you're literally, like, you're inspired by him. You're little, like, what's that called? Like, the AI shit. Like, she has, like, new hobbies and stuff, like, inspired by Terry. And I genuinely feel, because she is definitely watching Hi all the time. She's watching so much to prove how obsessed that we are of her.
That's right.
And so here's the thing, like, with all these people, like, even Kanye, motherfucker, came here. We did Mad Libs. He did it under an alt. I didn't know with him. But, like, he's capable of being fucking chill if he just stops with the fuck shit and being a troll that's really a monster and doing awful, awful things and saying even worse. And then pretending to be the victim of it all,
See, now you're overshooting. Like, okay, so I get it that you get its Jesus complex with, like, bringing all the world together. But, you're shooting a little bit too much for the stars here. Also, this is a channel where we learn about things, and a common misconception about hermaphrodites is so it's one penis, one vagina, but only one asshole, right? So we don't have two assholes. I want to make that clear,
Wow.
It's like one
this
of
is
everything.
groundbreaking. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm surprised you thought that.
No, that's what I hear a lot, It's like,
Well, that always makes me think of my friend who's the only child.
in the pussy. Do you have two assholes too? It's
Yeah, I don't know why that would be an assumption. Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, because
like, my
people
friend,
are cruel,
Right, but my friend, the only child, had to wait a long time to find out if other boys also had 2 balls because they thought it was like a variety. Like everybody had a different number, and that's cool.
Right.
Anyways, shout out to public school or whatever. Anyways.
Excellent.
Can you get yourself pregnant?
Yeah, I tried many a times because that would be my final accomplishment, right? So what could be a better offspring than impregnating myself, right? That would be like the final form. But yeah, so far no. But it also because like kind of how the shit is situated, so it's easier for me to fuck myself in the ass, right? Than to do that pussy thing. So usually I fuck myself in the ass and fist myself a little bit, you know. But that's how we do, you know. That's we hermaphrodites.
But that's how you and you do.
Yeah, you and you. I love it.
Yeah.
But you don't speak for all hermaphrodites, I assume.
Oh yes, I do.
He does.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah.
you're the vice president?
I'm the pillar of the hermaphrodite community. That's right.
Aww. Okay, so anywho, basically, you fuck with us, it's a hate crime, motherfuckers. Welcome to the new game.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Also,
And
I'm
if
still
anybody
British.
wants to complain, like for me saying like retard, faggot, midget, and stuff
I
like
do.
that,
I do.
you bring your complaints to Xanov Xanadu, who handed me carte blanche, pretty much.
Holy shit, that's great. Where's Dino? I saw him. Hi, Dino.
Oh, I should drop the link. It's like horsecock is the new Catalina wine mixer. Like that's how I fucking feel. It's like the only way to describe it.
Exiled. 1%ers.
So basically, like, yeah, everybody sucks. Like, we're the best. Drop your cash app. Just kidding. Pay us all your money and your attention.
Also, you ruined my life. My secret was well kept before, you know, you like, see, but that's the other thing. Like, dude, I was doing great, you know, I was having my
Well, don't send your
hermaphrodite
nudes,
fun
you
and
dumbass.
shit,
You sent your nudes. What were you expecting?
Yeah, dude, I was having fun, and all of a sudden it's like, I broke up the settlement, Harry's the new co-host, and
my
here we
word.
are, motherfuckers. I'm just saying, dude.
Hey, you know what? You haven't done in a while. I made a large donation to this channel. You know what I'm saying? Oink oink.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody make it rain.
Surgery is expensive. So.
Why are you? You know, you don't need to change. You're perfect. Just the way you
No,
are.
I want to have like a second dick, so I can sword fight with myself.
I feel like
I'm
this is
doubling
problematic.
down. I'm becoming a hermaphrodite cow. I want that.
I was going to say, it sounds like it's getting a little crowded down there.
No, dude, that's all right.
Oh, this feels wrong. You know what I mean? Like I try again. Like
I know.
Like every time. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
the
so let's
funny
move
thing
on.
is like the funny thing is like those faggots think like stuff like that triggers me. Dude, I'm hermaphrodite, carte blanche. So they think like stuff like that triggers me, dude. I'm down. I'm doubling down. Yeah. That's right. I got a dick pussy. Here we go.
Oh gosh. And I'm his girlfriend. That's like the part that like he's most offended about. Which again is inappropriate. You shouldn't say that. Like that's what she said. First she published a picture of a cat and was like, that's his girlfriend. Next thing you know, Shifty Poo is. And it's fucked up. It's just like it's too much, you know?
No, you got it wrong, bitch. I'm my girlfriend. There you go.
Thank you. Boom. Alley-oop. That was an assist, you know?
Coffee with you two on panel.
That's right. Coffee
That's
is
a hate crime.
racist. That's also a hate crime.
But is your coffee black? Because if you see color of coffee, well, that's a hate crime.
Mine is.
Wait, Terry, am I allowed to say black coffee? Is that allowed?
Well, depends. Like, well, you're Jewish Asian, so that's yeah.
Right, exactly. And totes les totally.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
well,
you're
Bisexual.
light-skinned Jewish Asian. That's it. Yeah.
I'm
Yo.
British. What the fuck?
No, just when you ask questions.
Hello, governor. Right, of course.
So how do you drink your coffee, Gen X?
Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted. It just depends on the day or the hour. I usually start with a black cup of coffee, just plain.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, plain. Wow. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I'm boring like that.
You know.
Oh, you?
Once you
make it
go
about
black,
you.
you never go back. You know.
No, she's gonna change it. Okay, so you go black, and then what happens?
And then, like during the summer, especially when it's hot, I'll do like.
This is my. You're telling us your seasonal preparations. For, dude,
I do. Like so. All
you could never be a karaoke judge, Gen X. This is too much. Go on.
Ever. I would suck horribly. During the winter, it's just black coffee because it's freaking freezing. So I don't want anything to cool it down. But like during the summer, I'll do iced coffee with creamer.
So how does your husband feel about this?
He doesn't give one fuck. Not one. He don't care.
Just asking
But he
the
cares
hard
about.
questions.
He cares about your little silent sneezes, doesn't he, Clark Kent?
All he cares about is that there's coffee in the house for me. Because if there's no coffee in the house, then
you're crazy, bitch.
Yeah, Gen X gets a little, aggro. Yeah, I do. Like, coffee is life for me.
Yeah. Dude, that's the same dynamic like Page B and STL have, but in their case, it's not coffee, it's sticks.
Pristine. So I used
Are you gonna pumpkin spice bond right now?
No.
Okay.
So I used to. I kind of burned myself out on that. Gingerbread. That's where it's at. They brought it back. So I'm like, I'm in heaven right now.
Heaven. She's in. Oh, you know what else is back? Sexy and tag team. Go on.
And sexy.
Sexy and tag team are both back again.
Check it, record. Let's begin. What's wrong?
Party on, party people.
Let me hear some noise.
There's a party. Oh, I think I skipped the rest.
Yeah.
Sorry, I ruined it. I ruined everything, like your life.
I got 5 on
it. Prove it.
A boom.
No.
Okay, so are we done with all this? Like, can we move on from who are the most perpetual victims and everybody should feel bad?
No, we're talking about me. Yeah. See, I learned from you too. No, I'm gonna be a narcissist, motherfuckers.
Now? Oh, you're gonna start?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Since my secret is revealed. Yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself now.
About myself?
Well, now that you're out and open and everybody knows your little secret.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you asking those questions? Why are you so
said
nosy?
It's all about, because you said it's all about you. I want to know.
You're nosy.
You can't win, Gen X. Like, you're gonna be I'm the you in this situation. Yeah. I'm the you. I'm just like.
I never met a hermaphrodite before. Let's ask him, her, whatever. Like all do get questions.
Oh shit! Right? Oh gosh! Yeah.
There we go.
Oh gosh!
Fucking queers.
I knew Terry before you, Shift, and I lost a long time ago. Like I knew a long time ago I wasn't gonna win.
That's right.
Right, Christine C. We need to know the new pronouns. What are the new pronouns?
The new pronouns.
Cat.
He identifies as a vice president.
No, like so
I learned so much about Terry. I'm
trying to make this work. So my new pronouns are like cancer and aneurysm.
No God. Oh,
refer to me as such.
Dude, don't my word.
Dude, I'm doubling down, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I get it. Been there, done that every time.
Well. Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
But one of these days. But that's because it's been foretold, just kidding, five-told, that I'm a wellspring of hope and that hope will destroy me. That's what a professional told me. And I was like, how damn dare? And I left.
You're no wellspring of hope. This motherfucker was lying to you. Did he ask you about what you think about your daddy's penis?
Oh,
That's what they ask, dude. That's
They
that
do.
Freud
Yeah, I
thing.
got you, I got
Everything is the penis. Ask Freud, dude.
Okay, they didn't, and they were a she. But by that time I called in the radio show, they did. Do you remember that shit? That was fucked up. So shout out to Dr. Drew, I guess. But whatever.
I'm just saying. So I had just I think like 2 years of psychology, like in the school, like the mandatory classes and shit.
Are you doxing yourself as Sam Hill right now? I'm grossed
No,
out.
but all I know, like all I remember is that Freud is all about dick. You know, like everything leads back to the dick somehow.
Well, it's like, or the mom. You know, mom. There's a lot of mommy stuff. You know.
Yeah. You want to fuck your mom and some dick.
all right.
Well,
then.
that's not what I was thinking or would ever say. But
Yeah, dude, that, but that's pretty much his theory.
again, I feel like we might have to disagree respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And maybe move on real quick.
No,
And also, I
ask
think
Sam
it's
Hill, dude. He will co-sign this.
no, I'm not gonna ask him because he's
Why
a
do you
creep.
think he was sucking his own dick, dude? It's like it's a Freudian thing.
No,
You
it's
know,
curiosity.
in the shower, it was a
It's
Freudian
natural.
slip.
It's quirky. Also, you know who's to blame? Karate and humidity. So get it together, Terry.
Yeah, he
Damn.
was pretty limber.
You're
See, that's the
Anyway.
great thing about being a hermaphrodite. You don't have
Oh,
to be
my word.
limber. You know, it's all in the right places.
well, is
Just-
it? Or I mean, it sounded like you were complaining about only being able to fuck yourself in the ass, but okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's why he's
you
getting
know,
a second one.
it's an acquired
Exactly.
taste.
That's because he's the 1%. He can afford to. Not everybody can. It's fucked up. He's got it all, literally. It's fucked up. So he can't relate. He loses the people. And he is people. They
Let
are
me Google
people.
Dude.
I'm a dudette. Respect.
No,
Also, for the
we also
record-
have a
no.
flag. I just learned. We
course
have
you
our own
do.
flag. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Terry, I feel like let's stop, maybe.
No, dude, I'm
Mm-hmm.
loving this.
You know what? I'm glad that you're exploring this for your funsies, but also like, again, here's the lesson here. You both like handle it like a boss, but then there are others that maybe handle it differently. Maybe like a baby or a bitch or whatever that it needs to be called, you know? And some people don't care, like they don't care, or they lie that they don't care because they're like, if you give it attention, you're feeding the beast. Whatever the responsibility, I believe it's fucked up, even if it like is provable
So
that like
what you're doing
wait,
is
wait,
like
wait,
you're
wait,
victim blaming a
wait.
protected class. That's what you're doing.
No,
right?
for real, Terry. What I'm saying is that like it's fucked up for the victim of something to have to modify their behavior as opposed to the causation of it. Yeah. What'd you
Dude,
say,
I'm
Lord?
not modifying shit. Like I'm liberated. I'm finally out of the closet, dude. It's great.
Okay, but like also
I have a counter argument. Sorry, I'm interrupting this because my husband and I have these discussions. So why
Yeah,
should-
speak for me, cis white woman.
shit.
So why should
Fucking
we,
Terry, dude.
why should we modify
You
our
self fucker, you. Sorry, go on. I'm sorry. That was rude.
Why should we have to modify our behavior?
Wait, the victim or the one that is the perpetrator of whatever fuck shit?
The perpetrator, we'll say, because that's what you're calling them. You're calling him a perpetrator. Can I say it?
I know. It's a weird.
Say it for me, Shifty. I'm tripping over
Perpetrator. Oh gosh. Terry.
We're fucking proud in here, motherfucker.
Wait, why should? Okay, so somebody that's gonna do something.
What?
This conversation has everything in it. out of this world now too. Thanks. Because I'm an earthist. Like, and I'm sorry, I feel bad, but yeah, I can't handle what's happening here. So like, I can't even yonder. Like, I just
Okay,
can't.
let me rephrase. So,
Yeah.
This is something that Ask Your Bartender and I had talked about on a panel once. We're gonna use my generation, obviously Generation X, right? We have had to, like, we were raised a certain way, right? Obviously, and out of all of the generations, we have had to relearn basically everything we were taught and raised with in order to modify our behavior to appease everybody else, right? Why should we have to? It's just
So
an
like,
honest question.
yeah,
I'm not
I
saying,
mean,
listen, I'm not saying, we should or shouldn't. I'm just asking an honest question. I'd like
like
to.
you were born into like there's already like roads, like you want me to feel bad? Like what about like, prairie bitches? Like what like you want me to feel worse for
No,
your
no,
struggle? I'm just wondering.
no. It's just, what am I? I'm just looking
She's saying
for.
we're all eating a shit sandwich, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
and
much.
I'm just saying like I feel like that's a generational thing to say something about something like very like macro about their generation, but has every generation has had it the worst, right? Is there
No,
which
I'm not
generation
saying
had
we
it the
had it
best?
the worst. No. I'm not saying
Uh,
we had it the worst at all. I'm saying out of all the generations, because there's been, things have become less taboo, right?
hmm.
Say in the last even 20 years, right? Things that were so taboo, you better not ever speak on it back then, it's now okay, right? It's okay to be yourself, and I'm all for that. Like, I'm a very much to each his her own, whatever. Like, people should have every right to live their own life, right? It is not my place to judge. It is not my place to speak on. I don't care. That's your life, right? But
Asterisk.
if we
Sorry.
but if we happen to say words, for example, I'll just use that
Hmm.
because that's the big thing on YouTube. You say certain words, all of a sudden you're put in a box, right? You're a racist, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that. So we've had to learn not to. We've had to, again, modify our behavior, right? When what we're saying doesn't necessarily mean what these accusers are accusing us of, if that makes sense.
Could you give like an example?
Do you want me to use the word on your panel?
I don't know. Well, what is it? Why don't you type
Well,
it
you got
in?
my permission. See,
Right?
I'm a protected
Okay,
class.
so perfect word, retard.
Which I don't like
Right.
the use of that word.
I know you don't.
Okay, so put that into context for me.
How
The
so?
use of it. Well,
In
like,
context,
what's
you're a
well,
fucking retard. That would be like context.
No, but like, but again, like, restate it with that. Like, I just don't want to understand exactly
Well,
what
that's
you're.
what, okay, so what Terry just said. So, Terry says you're a fucking retard, right? He's not calling you special needs. He's not.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
I'm
It's
not
like
speaking. I'm not speaking.
if somebody is like so making like some of your friends, right? It's the same with a friend, a friend like acting kind of funky, You're saying, don't be a faggot, right?
Right.
You don't mean like he's gay or
Actually gay,
he's
right,
like he's
exactly.
like something, or you don't mean it derogatory, or somebody is like acting foolish and you say, don't be a retard, dude.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, it doesn't have the same meaning, like, the word as a it's just,
We're not using it in a literal sense. And technically, I mean nowadays you're not supposed to. Again, we've had to modify. That's just, it's a counter argument.
No, see, like if you wanna think about it, like, so for me, like, so for example, right? So my grandpa, right? So if you would have told him that there would be like transgender bias rooms and shit like that, he probably would have lost his mind right back then. And like that never. That's like ridiculous, right? So the question is like, if we're moving always forward, so what will be the ridiculous thing in 20 years that we thought like never? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, let me see. Christine G. I think that we don't have to evolve any more than future generations. We just have to stretch further to reach the same evolutionary step. Where's the most civil progression in this? I agree with that, Christine G.
Don't evolution shame me.
We raised our children to be more tolerant, but they will also have to adjust. The generation above us had to stretch further to meet the tech. Yep.
But okay, so but there isn't an absence of words that you could use to describe what you're actually pretending or LARPing or
dude, but we also don't need a new word because like the words we have are perfectly fine.
Words that are used to express differentiation in a hateful way, that are designed to hurt and separate.
They're not designed to hurt or separate.
But what if we're not using the? This is again just a bit. I'm not trying to be combative at all. Or argumentative.
Yeah.
But what if the person using said word isn't using it in a hateful or in a way to divide people? Wonder if they're just, me and Terry just talking trash back and forth.
Right.
Not trying to say it in a derogatory way. I'll call my hermaphrodite all day long. I don't give a fuck.
But doesn't it dilute the experience where it is hateful? If it's
no,
casual
it does not,
and it's
because
relaxed.
like context matters, right? So if I say, for example, like, oh, chef, don't be a faggot, and you say like now I say like, don't be a retard, right? And you say like, oh, why are you using like hateful language that's meant to divide? So I can go like, don't be a faggot. It's great, dude. And the thing is like, so it's like in the context of the conversation, and what we're losing is nuance, right? So words don't mean like like the context matters, right? If I go to a actually like handicapped person and say, "Whoa, you fucking retard," that's a different energy, right? Than like saying to your buddy.
Right.
That's the thing. So the context matters. It's always the context, nuance.
And again, Shifty, I love.
Yeah, but if you go to the airport and you scream bomb, but you mean it like
that food is bomb,
or just you mean it because you decided that periwinkle should now be referred to as bomb, and you're like, look, that's whatever it is, you're screaming, or fire, in context and in consequence, it's gonna probably be problematic. So I don't know. I just don't get.
It's okay.
On this kind of platform, it just seems like it's avoidable. So it ought to be a responsibility.
Yeah. But the thing, you say it's avoidable, so that's nice for you. Don't use the word, but don't tell me what's avoidable for me, because it's the way I express myself, right? So you can. Dude, you can be like the greatest Muslim, for example, ever. But if I feel today like I'm gonna draw Muhammad, I'm gonna draw Muhammad, dude. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Right. That's my expression.
Good morning, Dino.
Morning.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why it feels appropriate, but like a situation, the story my friend told me a story where they went to a slumber party and they broke somebody's religion for them, and like it was they were telling me like it was funny. They like I don't remember exactly what they fucking did, but like they broke, like they put the person in a situation without consent to break the like whatever of their religion, and it's like, what the actual fuck? So I don't know if, like, they made her wear makeup or whatever. I can't remember the actual thing, but it was like They made her. She drank caffeine or something. Yeah, like something like that. Or
Right.
to them, it's no big fucking deal. But they did that. They chose that, and so again, like consent comes into it, and I don't know. It's very complicated, and so again,
No,
in
but it's
situations
pretty much
here,
no. The
it's
thing is
easy
like,
to
so
stop.
you saying to me I should not use these words; they are avoidable. So how would you feel if I say you have to use those words because they convey like a concept pretty nicely? That's pretty much what you're doing like in reverse, right?
And not you specific shift, but people in
Oh yes, you specifically too.
Oh,
I can say it. I'm a
Hi, Caitlin.
hermaphrodite. I got the card.
that's right. I
Right.
forgot. My bad.
Mm.
I
Hi,
agree with
Dino.
shift. I
Welcome.
agree with shift for the most part, but
Hmm?
there's words that get used.
Hmm?
You sound far away.
N-word, the N-word.
Mm.
Like people pass it around all the time, but it was not born
Right.
the way they use it.
Right.
And the same thing with the R word and the F word.
Right.
But
Yeah,
they
dude.
wrote-
But
those
but
words
it's
were born out of hate. And
yeah,
ignorance.
but the thing is like it's again like context and nuance matters, right? So like
That's true.
honestly, like for me personally, I have no problem saying the N word, right? Because and hear me out, like I'm from a different culture. In my culture, it doesn't convey the same meaning, right?
Right.
Like you guys throw Nazi around like willy nilly, right? Different thing here. Like we use that word more correctly because of the context of the thing, right?
Right.
So and you cannot take words like universally and think because the context always matters, you know. And I get it when two black guys say, "And hey, man," you know, that's that. Like so I don't feel like oh they shouldn't do that, dude. It's whatever, dude. It's the word.
Yeah,
it
I don't
conveys
either.
a different meaning, right? But if a white guy comes to somebody and says the word with the heart, all right, see the context matters.
Right.
That's
And
right.
I think there are white folks probably who are great friends with black folks, and they can use the N word back and forth. You know, it's not that thing. It's that
True.
outrage culture, right? It always depends on the universal use, like in the context of it. It's easy to say, oh, well, it's just that word, so what you did was wrong, and we should stop it, right? But it divides it, so it pretty much strips all the context away from every conversation. You know, they're just triggering words. And
Right.
I
Right.
think like with all this word policing and shit, what we really lose is nuance in every conversation, right?
Yeah.
So everything becomes like sterile, and it becomes like that 1984 like
I think, yeah.
speech thingy, you know?
Mhm.
That's the thing.
Well, you could say the same thing about the word motherfucker. I mean,
Yep.
think about that. How shitty is that? Oh, you're a motherfucker. What the
Right.
fuck?
Mm.
But people use it.
Chive turkey.
That's right. Or jive turkey motherfucker. How about that one?
Yeah, but like aren't dads
I'm just saying
motherfuckers?
my mom's home.
Yes, motherfucker.
But that's that's what I'm saying is the word. It's just the intent of the word because you can go up to a friend of yours and say, hey, what's up, motherfucker? And it's cool.
Mhm.
But if you go up to somebody else and say, hey, you're a motherfucker,
It's
not
cool unless they fucked your mom, probably, maybe, allegedly.
Yeah, see, yeah, it's
Motherfucker better
different.
not
So
be
if you
fucking
go
my
to
mom,
Christian
like,
and say,
goddamn.
you motherfucker, you know, it has a different impact than when you're going to somebody and say, like, oh, you
Right.
motherfucker.
Exactly.
Like
See?
as a kid,
Context.
as a child, I thought I invented the word butt fuck, and then I got told nope, and so I am sensitive. um,
Like I
Mm.
appreciate all sides. Like I like I said, we'll sit down. My eldest, she just turned 26. You know, so she's full on. You know, she's millennial mode, and she's all inclusive.
How
Which
old did
we
you say she was?
my oldest is 26.
God damn, you old.
Oh, don't I
How-
don't.
wow, ages.
And
Wow.
we will
See,
sit
and
at the dining room
I-
table and have these debates for hours, and it's
Yeah.
so I love it. I love having
See,
this
like-
kind
it's
of
good.
fun. Yes,
Like for,
that's what
yeah,
I
but
want.
but for me, it's not like the it's not the importance is not like which words are offensive and shit like that, But I think it cultivates a culture where you have that speech that triggers me so much from shifts. Like, well, that's your truth, that's my truth. No, truth is a universal thing, you know. Then you can say like 2 + 2 is 5. Yeah, well, that's your truth, but my truth is and that's like the whole concept of what interaction is gets diluted, you know, and gets
Yep.
into
It's like you said,
into
it's
a
context.
vague thing.
Like Terry said, it's context to how you use these words, whether or not they're hateful or not.
And dude, I'm aware, like context is nobody on YouTube gives a fuck about context.
Right.
It's just
Yep.
it's whatever fits the agenda they're trying to
How they woke
put
up that
forward. So
Yep.
yeah. But like in a philosophical greater scheme, I think context is what we're losing, and context is the most important thing in every conversation or philosophy or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. But I also appreciate, all sides. Like I respect Shift.
No one cares about your opinion, woman.
That's right.
All right, I'm going back to making my sandwiches. All right.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. I will have no cis white woman lecture me.
Get back to your charcuterie board.
My charcuterie board.
Why ain't you knitting?
I know I need to. I actually haven't.
Because she's supposed to be in the kitchen cooking. That's why.
Yeah, dude, that's still. I'm still waiting for that. Oh yeah, I'm back with a knitting channel. I've been knitting all day long. Never seen this bitch knitting.
You have to, and I even sent you pictures. Shut up.
Yeah, dude, it's
I'm
a
like
picture.
I'm a quarter of the way done, but since
July,
She's busy. She's so busy.
Did you buy the yarn? What is a quarter of a way done?
Quarter of a way done with the blanket that I'm making. My first blanket. I'm making it for my kiddo.
Hey,
Oh,
RJ.
well, that's great that you documented it on YouTube too, on your knitting channel.
I haven't been, and my husband took my laptop, so I gotta wait till the
Hey, Gen X, your
when
white
did he take
privilege
your
is showing.
Did he take your laptop yesterday? When?
last week. Sorry, what? Not Terry. Shifty. What's up?
Your white privilege is showing. Just FYI.
What's my white privilege? What did I
Like
do?
all of it, everything, knitting, and like all of it. So
See,
it just
the unawareness of your white privilege is your white privilege.
and like how inappropriate is this? This conversation is inappropriate because it is. Everything's offensive. So it's complicated.
You offended me with that statement.
Well, you're
No, dude, and so that's always my point. You make fun about this this African cobalt mining and shit and things. So, but I honestly believe like the real struggle is not like the Western society and the inner workings of them. Like if you want to see the real like unfairness, it's the first world against the third world. You know, and like in that context, we're all evil, right?
Yep.
yeah,
and
duh.
I'm just saying, like, dude, it's like somebody is like digging ore out of the ground with his hands for your privilege to be offended, right? So that's what puts it in perspective for me. You know? It's just like, what are you even talking about?
How come there's no second world countries?
Good question.
Why they skip 2 and they go straight to 3?
Yeah. That's not inclusive at all.
No, see, nobody wants to be second.
You're either first or dead last.
Well, if you're second, that might be. Is there some hermaphrodite country? We might be.
I was gonna say, is second like just mediocre?
No, I think it's like it's from the. I think.
Is it like the 13th floor of a hotel? Like some shit happened and like now we like don't talk about it. We just like
Yeah, they just go 12.
we just
14.
skip it. We don't talk about it. It's like 7, 8, 9, and 2 is out. Like fucking just don't even. Anyways, well, I'm thoroughly uncomfortable and I feel like this was super duper haphazard, but I mean mind the lessons. Just kidding. Cobalt mine, just kidding, blah blah blah. Sorry, and you're welcome and all the things.
So what do you call?
No. I just say that because again, like it could go on and on and on and on. I don't really know what the result is, and like there's just so much to be said, and
That's right.
What I don't like is that like there could be like an incredible conversation, right? With like
That's right.
all
As soon
sorts
as
of,
we talk about the struggles of Africans, it's fuck that conversation.
Oh my
Right?
goodness.
or as soon as this the F word or the R word or the this or the that or the whatever, and then suddenly everything else gets lost because it becomes a focus. Like I've told this story a million times. I stood up for fucking Kim, who Dorothy called the R word. I go on Dorothy's panel. I say, you should say you're sorry. She says, well, I can say the R word because the R word means something like you could refer to a dead car battery. I said, did you think she was a dead car battery? No. Well then, you know? But then as I'm doing that, I said, you said that word because you really meant something like less than. And then I used the word lame. And then, holy shit, I'm the worst because I just said lame and then flood the comments, or one person said it. But for me, I felt so bad because again, to me, I'm like, well, what's the point? How can
You said
I?
lame, you fucking monster shift.
That's the thing.
How dare you make
You know?
fun of people with part problems with their leg, possibly?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's all
Shout out
very
to my lame
complicated.
folks out there.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of lame motherfuckers.
Shifty, you never told me what you ended up doing on that panel. That was so mortifying.
I did. Though, what was inappropriate was that, I was like being like jovial, and it was distracting, and I was being adorable and lovable and shit like that. But somebody else was like, and I don't even know all of it.
Adorable.
It didn't fit. It was the wrong time, there's a million other times it would have been like absolutely fucking no problem, but like it was
So
it was
my question
distracting.
is, so like the most like people who are watching this panel or participated, do you think like after that panel they would think, oh, that shift, she's so adorable?
Well, the person that I felt like hurt the most participated in this live stream earlier in a positive way.
Yeah. Okay. Got
So
it.
like that, that's important. I've never seen them here before. That feels good, like that and it also, if I didn't immediately recognize, if I wasn't, oppositional to like the reality of it, like if I really didn't understand what I could, because it's like one of those things where, again, like the hypocrisy, like how dare I want people to give a fuck about shit that I talk about, and then here I am being like, the narcissist. I show up and let's talk about me. And actually Hondo, who, we were engaging in this thing, and it's our normal, it's to be expected with us. We go to that place. That's our thing. It's our lexicon of everything, because we don't, we're strangers. But it was not right for then, and that's it. And both of us, we heard it, respected the channel, the request, and it was absolutely appropriate for it to stop. And
No, for me, just the point I want to hammer home is like, in no way do we need like you, like getting in your head that you're some kind of adorable. That's
Oh my gosh.
We
Right,
don't need
right.
that shit.
Right.
We don't need that shit.
I got that shit cornered.
Yeah.
yeah, you're like, you're
That's
right.
right. That's Dino. Taken away from Dino. That's not nice.
How damn dare.
He's a dinosaur. Haven't they suffered enough?
He's perfect.
You
I
take
love
it.
that dinosaur.
Extinct.
They even make vitamins after him.
That's right.
Mm.
Red Bull tastes
What,
like
you want a mayo biscuit? What do you want?
No, eat me.
What? Like this is the first comment that they wrote, and I wasn't even sure if they were the right boots, because and I immediately said this.
But you're saying so the context mattered. That's the person who probably should be offended, but she's not offended. So, but how does if other people say that's very offensive what you did, so how is their experience or their truth diminished?
Other people did, because I saw a few comments before I checked the fuck out. So people, you know, were it created
of your humorous actions. Is that right?
Well, again, I participated in a conversation with someone, so Hondo and I did that. But I still showed up and I was making light of it, but I also understood it, you know? And so, like, I understood, because the little that I did know was what I immediately joked about. Like I said, I went up there and I'm like, what? People be lying about other people and starting shit? Like, you know, like,
Right.
JK, but it's serious. But, like, they were giggle, you know? Like, it just is... You know, I felt like these are my people. If this happened, like, I get that shit 100%. And then, but then it became a point where, again, maybe like I imposed, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. But, like, again, Gen X, you can, like, pivot and keep on keeping on. But, like, me, there are certain things that I don't feel it's appropriate to let go of, because, or I want there to be, like, I feel bad if it could be perceived that I don't feel bad or I don't remember certain things, because then I don't feel like I'm honoring, et cetera, for others. And so many along the way have been like, that's not for you. And I'm like, but this is how I am. And maybe it is a disorder or a chemical, whatever, or it doesn't matter.
It is a disorder.
It's not.
It is.
It's just,
I mean,
and that's okay.
No, dude, like, if you, so I get it, and you want resolution and shit like that, but it's not, so
no, it's selfish. It's selfish because I don't want to be haunted by it.
Resolution involves two parties, and you're not in command of the other party if they want to provide that resolution. See? So your need
That's
for
unfair.
resolution does not outweigh the other party's thing.
But a shift needs to happen, et cetera, et cetera. Just like there's just, I don't know. It just, agree to disagree, or I do agree, or it doesn't matter. But again, there are certain things that are worth fighting for. There are some that are not. They're just dumb. And, and
Dino is not dumb.
I didn't. I don't know.
Dino.
Why is she always dragging Dino? I don't get it. He's nothing but nice.
You notice how she said
They're married, that's why.
These are my people, like she owned them.
Yeah, my
Okay, what
Oh
people?
my gosh.
Who are
They're
your
your
people?
Oh.
When I said one of us? Question mark?
No, when you said these are my people.
Oh.
When I joined
They're
the
not
panel?
your people. How damn dare you?
Well, maybe I should have said I'm one of them, or I felt it, and I don't know.
Yes, you motherfuckers revel in my hermaphrodite beauty. That's my new likeness. It's the nicest kid.
What beautiful eyes you have.
That's right. I'm beautiful. Also, I'm starting a brave. Yeah. I'm proud of that comment too.
And you're humble. Don't forget you're humble.
Yeah.
Well, within reason, you know. Dude, you don't have to be humble when you're great. You know, it's like there's a place for humbleness, but it's, you know, dude, it's like the thing, dude. Like, so if Sam Hill, you know, is a, for example, is a arrogant prick with his singing, right? Yeah, dude. If he's an arrogant prick, like, so he's, I can say the word, he's a retard, right? So, but if Billy Corgan was his, like, genius, musical genius, is a little bit of an arrogant prick, you know, it's a little bit deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're comparing apples to oranges.
Don't you lecture me about fruit, this white
Well,
man.
you're fruity. You freaking hermaphrodite.
You're fruity.
I'm not fruity. I'm fruity beauty.
I mean, like, I'm owed an apology by somebody that identifies as a tomato on YouTube. So I just feel like a lot has happened, you know? But that tomato misgendered me and yelled at me because I referred to the tomato as dude. And I have apologized, but the tomato hasn't. So what the fuck?
Who
Just
identified
saying.
tomato?
Okay, the tomato over at Queen Bee's.
For one, you're still pronouncing her name wrong. It's tomato.
I haven't been over there.
British.
I think it's like Tim the Tomato or something like that. I'm not sure.
Tim the tomato.
But
Well, that could
they
also be
called
so.
me out. They called me out. But then they called me, they misgendered me. And so I thought that they would understand that if they wanted an apology, which they asked for, and I apologized immediately. I said, I'm so sorry. I also said, I have astigmatism. I couldn't see that you were a tomato from down in the chat. But now that I'm on panel with you, of course you're a tomato. So,
Yeah, dude.
and I apologize.
But
But
when
they
you
didn't
call
say, I'm sorry for calling you
But when
dude.
you call somebody Tim the Tomato, it sounds for me a little bit like lesser than, you know? Oh, Tim, he's such a
I
tomato.
didn't call them that.
Well, it's like,
That's their
yeah.
fucking screen name or whatever the fuck. They're avatars of a tomato. So I just said, okay, tomato dude, like thinking it was chill. And they were like, oh, protected potato class or tomato. Oh, see, that wrong vegetable or whatever. Or they have fruits. I don't know. Like it's confusing, you know? But I've thought about that like the bajillion times. I bet that tomato fuck has not thought about it one damn time since.
See, now you're calling him tomato fuck. That's very insensitive of you. We should not use the word tomato, you know, to describe people.
But
No
they
more
identify as tomato.
pronouns. No more pronouns.
Yeah.
You want con nouns? What do you want, dude? Do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Call me bag
Please
of mostly water.
don't use those hateful terms that are mean to hurt and demean, you know, like tomato. Also, potato would also be in that category.
You mean potato?
Oh my gosh.
Tell me about it, Spud.
So you're all right with calling people vegetables?
I hate you the most. And the most. Actually, there was so
I'm just
no,
asking.
no. I'm a 135. I don't fuck around with fours, you jerk. But okay, so this avatar is an artist made this for me. It's a personification of this avatar that a doxing piece of poop that I used to be friendly with, but whatever. And I don't hate her, but blah blah blah. You know. But this happens when at the same time this
one in the face.
no, why?
Yeah,
And maybe. Okay, but this one happens when the artist did make renderings of like everybody else as a vegetable. And then there was a whole like vegetable garden of like YouTube folk. And it was like super cute. It was like jalapeno and like people like I thought I'd be like turned into a bean or something cool. Nope. I got this, which I love and I'm super grateful for, but
What is it? It looks like an alien to me.
okay, I just showed you. Pay attention, you fuck.
See, for me, it looks like a vegetable, but that's just me.
No. Okay, look. This avatar, fish.
Fish.
Okay, this is the fish. And so then someone personified it, and this is
So that's a fish
their,
person.
like their version of, you know?
Person.
So that's a fish person.
It's a person.
I identify as a person, yes.
Why are you gray?
Or a fish.
Yeah,
Look, I love it. But here's the thing. But then I felt left out of the vegetable like squad or whatever. And then
Why
I'm
is your
mad
head
because
so big?
because my brain is so beautiful.
Yeah, but why is your neck so small?
She's the first
Oh my
taking the vegetables out of the
god.
carton.
You should see my dick.
Is naked. Oh,
But like I got mad because like Gen X, you know Holly, right?
Yeah, I remember the vegetables.
Okay, so she was the jalapeno, but I like Fox because but I said yeah, like Melissa Jade was like an avocado with a gaping hole. It was a whole fucking thing, you know?
I remember.
Yeah, and so kind of like that apricot that Dino sent me a picture of, you dirty, filthy. Anyway, but I'm mad. I was super mad because I said I said, yeah, she's a jalapeno, but to me, she's a cauliflower. And I like fought her. I was like, You're a cauliflower. You're not a jalapeno. And it was war. It still is war.
She wanted to
Also,
be
Also, we like ended our friendship one time over a potato, which is kind of true, because I made a video threatening a potato. So I have this is pattern of behavior because I said carbs will kill you unless you kill them first. And she said, "Was that a credible threat?" And I said, "Are you kidding?" And it was a whole thing, but it's cool because I made up with the potato, and it's all good.
good.
Yeah. Shout out to Holly.
Yeah.
Shout out to our vegetables.
Yeah.
Like Heather Dizzle was like, is cabbage or something like that. Super cute cabbage. But anyways, this is basically me just being like,
You're
I
just
want
the
to be a
gardener.
bean.
You're the gardener that picked all the vegetables.
No, no. I got doxxed as being like super duper successful at like getting money from men on the internet. It's so funny. Xana's exposing it. I can't wait for that video. It's gonna be so good.
They should
Because
have made you a rabbit. That way you could be Shift Toppins.
That's a good one.
I'm mad at you that I didn't think of it. Cause good for you. Good.
But we're exposing what?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That it is now shift hopping.
Myself, I'm exposed.
Now I want to be a bunny rabbit. I'm so sad. Oh, but on the other channel with Outlaw, I was a beaver for a little bit, and it got really weird really quick. And so then that's where the squirrel happened, because then I could talk about nuts in my mouth. It was a whole thing, but here we are. Gen X, you are naked, but I don't mind. Just saying.
Okay, hold on. Fix it. 1 sec.
You always gotta spoil it, Shift.
By talking about my squirrel, I'm a librarian squirrel. You can't be mad at me.
No,
Look at me.
you told her we was admiring her body.
See,
You told her-
and the thing is, like, also Outlaw is the only guy who can confirm that she's actually skinny, and he's like nowhere to be found. Just saying.
Mhm.
That work?
Oh, he would never confirm it because he doesn't lie.
Yeah, well.
My
Anyways,
dress.
I don't lie. Hey, Nakla, leave Rebel alone. Is this a JK? Like, genuinely asking. Is this a LARP? I don't know. Also, how are we this far in the future where there isn't like a sarcasm font? Like, get it together, people, or alleged people. Like, what the fuck? How damn dare. You're welcome.
Okay.
Anyway, can we move on from all this? Because I need to expose the fuck out of some things. Most I want to keep precious. But I just want to say, Gen X, I've learned so much about the gaming world because I'm such a gamer now.
You're
Dude.
not a gamer.
Shush. I am an observer of gamers. And I've learned a lot. These motherfuckers, first of all, whoever invented respect points, I don't know how I feel about it yet. Because it changes the game. Because if you're encouraged to fucking punch pedestrians for no damn reason because it's cool or whatever, like, I don't know.
I have my reasons. I'm not
I
a
don't know, like,
monster.
okay, all I want to talk about with Terry is this motherfucker is not fucking around. He spent like 3,000 years just getting his fucking outfit. Which respect, dude. Totally respect. I got it.
GTA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, maybe.
Awesome.
It's the funniest thing. I'm gonna start like a Twitter or something, and I'm just gonna like write down shit that they say because like they're like, I just got my car stuck in a tree, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's so random. Or like,
shit's wild.
like he'll be like, Terry's just like, I'm gonna go murder someone, BRB, and he's like, why did he disrespect you? Get him, guy. Like, it's like just the like automatic, like, I got you, bro. I support you in your need to destroy humanity. Terry, I'm not gonna say what you said, but you said it a whole bunch. Like, you're just like, and he would like casually walk up to strangers, and they would like be like thinking like they're gonna survive the encounter. Nope. And Terry's fucked up because I heard him say, like, his brand is like the hatchet guy.
That's right. Sometimes you get
His partner in crime is like, dude, we have a time limit and shit. Terry's just taking a stroll, like, nah, I'm the hatchet guy. Let it be known, and they'll know when they see the destruction I leave behind. That hatchet guy was here, and
sometimes you gotta send out to hurt it a little bit, you know.
Also, he's not the hatchet guy. He's also the guy with like the fur lined jacket.
Yes.
You gotta run
Dude,
in style.
Dude, I understood it when he picked out his outfit after like 8,000 years. I understood him differently because he looked good in everything, mostly without a shirt. But the second that like there was animal print and shit and like open chest, and you could see his unforgiveness or whatever tattoo across his titties. I was like, I get it.
Dude, you should see my lowrider. It's like purple fur. And leopard print.
Oh my gosh, wait.
And I can make the car jump and shit, you know, like with the mink. You can move it up and down.
I'm not gonna.
So like that guy in the video? Was it the one that was using his cock stick to make all the noise?
Whoa, Dino.
I can't believe you just said cockstick. Wow. Shit. Oh my gosh, Shift Hoppins, you bastard. Shift Hoppins. Practically perfect in every way. Related to Mary Poppins. It's a whole thing.
Oh, do you also know, Dino, that the child died?
I hate you so fucking much.
Oh.
I hate you the most.
Shit. All the words didn't match what they were singing. Oh fuck.
No, yeah, dude. The thing was like there's one hummingbird who picked out her eye.
I hate you.
So she got
I
infected.
hate you. Dude, stop. Look, because now I'm thinking of Bridget, who you ruined your opportunity
See, the
with.
funny thing is she couldn't fight the hummingbird off because she's paralyzed from the neck down, right? So
No. Stop. She's like going to save the world.
While some skinny bitch was yelling, YOLO, you know?
You know what?
YOLO.
I want to see. You guys need to stream when you game Shift.
Oh,
She's not gaming.
I'm the Charlie. They're my angel.
We should keep that private when we gang her.
No, I've already suggested this, so like wait for it because it is so horrific and hilarious. It's everything, and I'm worried. Like I genuinely am worried about like humanity because like okay, and I quote fucking Terry, no zombies. That's his fucking like that's how he do. So like he makes sure like everybody's the most not alive anymore, and I watched him just fucking like
just want to say no zombies. Shout out to Brett. You know it's his catch line.
Oh, there you go. There you go. The boot cares not for the bug.
That's right.
But like it's so adorable because they're like, well, first of all, Terry like got access to the clubhouse, and I like felt him like feel like I could hear like let's hear it for the boys. Like I don't know, like my soundtrack is like a totally different experience. So like I want to stream it. I need to get permission. It's a whole deal, but it is. I don't know. I saw them. They were in. They got into like a fight for no reason, like right away, immediately. I don't know why. They just took out strangers and then they started smacking each other. And then I find myself saying awful stuff because I can't help it because I'm ruined. Because duh. But you know. And then I'm like, just smack him. Like I want, you know.
Yeah.
I'm in it for the RP now, and I feel bad.
That's how it goes,
dude,
you know?
Dude, like Terry was like, "Did you just sneeze, motherfucker? You dead?" And I'm like, and then I related to real life, and I'm like, Dino, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, super duper M-word him on behalf of Tiff Mafia, like avenge her, because that guy that sneezed at the store and then she got sick." Like I said all those things. I meant them too. Like I'm so bad. Yeah. However, I'd rather they do it in a game than somewhere else. And I'm not going to say what he said about the boots.
Nope. Apparently not. I guess not. Now you're naked. And mute.
With his outfit.
Yeah. I like this new shift.
No respect.
I didn't know you had a tattoo right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my camera on? Okay, wait, what? What? Who?
Wow.
I'm so much more worried about cam slips now that I'm on Discord because I'm so like I don't understand what I'm doing like at all. Who's naked?
Dude, like, so just
Oh,
take
shit.
a little bit of a, like, do the Sam Hill thing. Take a little bit of tape, do it over your camera.
Put it right
and
over
you're
your
fine.
camera. Yep.
Oh, if you don't know, I got that on the back of the camera. It's the front facing one, right pointed at my titties or whatever,
Yeah, well.
I don't know.
All right, we got some news from the AI overlords, apparently.
No.
Oh yeah, also it's super cute because Terry's like the apprentice, so he's gotta like learn and shit, and it's really fun.
I'm the vice president, dude.
Okay,
He got
I watched
promoted.
him get promoted, and again, I congratulated him. It was really cute, and it's
So the prompt is for the AI. We got 2 renderings here. The prompt is a fish superhero that tries to solve the problems of the world.
no, you're bringing robots. We can't
and
handle
brings
it.
happiness. So the AI. This is the first one.
I'm gonna cry probably. I don't know why I feel the
Oh
feelings.
my gosh.
Wait,
It looks like Kipper's little sister.
it does. It's a little bit. Aren't you glad that?
See, that's the first one, but we also got it like
Okay. Wait, go. Oh wait, go back. Let me take a picture.
No, I sent you the pictures. We got a more
thank
feisty
you.
one. See, that's the feisty one.
Okay, let me see. Wait for it.
Oh my gosh.
Aviator. I like that I'm like professional, you know what I mean? Look at my tie. Hell yeah.
Little fast,
Little vest. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know.
but your tail.
I'm
is
super
coming out of your
cute.
back.
That's right.
Now,
So fun.
I would knock shit over with my tail, you gotta admit. If I turned around real fast, that shit's falling over. You're welcome. There you go.
Don't take her to the restaurant.
Why?
You're knocking everything over with her tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my
Now
favorite
let's
thing to
do
make
the
for
same
dinner
thing.
is reservations.
See,
Wait, what?
now let's do the same thing, but and the fish is a hermaphrodite.
No, add the word cheese to it. Don't do your way. Do my way.
Wait,
Oh, hey, Shifty, I gotta go. I took my kiddo to
You've done
school.
a pizza.
yeah. All of a sudden you got kids, right?
Right? Yeah. Okay.
I'll come back.
I'm Gen X. I'm busy.
Until you,
Yeah.
what do they call
The
it?
future.
I'll be back.
Yard birds.
Bye. Bye, Cookie.
Go on, get.
Dude,
What a
her
bitch,
kids are
right?
probably in her 30s, dude.
I mean, damn, she old as hell.
Like the oldest. So let me give props to myself as today I identified as an alarm clock for Pristine. And yeah. You're welcome.
As an alarm clock.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I woke her up. Actually, I spent like a little bit of time wondering what the fuck, because she didn't confirm she woke up, and I didn't know what the appropriate amount of attempts to wake her up were.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. Then you
Oh no, I
cease
kept
all
going.
activity.
I kept going for sure. I did wake your ass up. I woke all of you up. You're welcome.
As an alarm clock, you said.
Yeah. Tickety tock.
So what do you want to add with the cheese then?
Just cheese. Okay, take out the part that you added that I don't like, and just put loves cheese.
Loves cheese.
And is a super great karaoke judge.
Love.
You didn't convert because your ass was still asleep.
Happiness.
What do you call
She also.
a blind German?
I know.
Do you think you saw us, Rex?
A not see.
Hey.
That's funny.
I hate this channel.
She also loves cheese and is
And
great.
pizza.
I also like don't feel comfortable like with you teaching the robot so much. You know what I mean? Because it's learned behavior. Also, Dino,
Mhm.
How do you spell karaoke?
K-A-R-O-K-E.
K-A-R? Okay.
Is that right?
It's
No,
karaoke.
yeah,
It might be
Karaoke.
It might be O-A-K-E.
Dude, however, the
Fuck,
robot
I
will
don't.
figure it out.
Say lip sync.
Karaoke. Karaoke.
Well, we pronounce
Karaoke.
it wrong. I'm sure we pronounce it wrong. Because it's
Oh,
Asian.
that was the funniest shit about like our homeboy Sea Love, right? So when he,
Oh no, what's
when he was talking about the $1 million industry that is karaoke, but the only gripe he had like karaoke, that's such a stupid name. Why do you call it karaoke, dude? It's singing over songs. I don't even know what it means. Well, to educate you, karaoke, Japanese means little orchestra, you know. So there you go.
Boom, mic drop.
That's right.
Facts.
Oh, I looked up the phrase "rue the day." You know what that means? Do you know?
You will come to regret that day.
Yeah, good for you.
What do you think? I'm stupid?
No. I'm trying to think what else. I looked up a bunch of stuff.
Wow. Roo.
Well, yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, so I tried to look this up during this conversation. I couldn't think of it. Does anybody know? Okay, like in the true crime community, they might know. But like way back when, and probably still now, like, you know, like when they don't know who the perpetrator is and they call him like a unsub or something like that. Like they don't know the sus. No, that is a word for it, but like in the paperwork, they're like,
person of interest.
no, it's like something unsub, or sub. Hold on, let me look it up.
In the paperwork, they say they will unsub.
No, there's like a term. I can't think of what it is. It might not be sub something at all, but it's some little. I don't know. Anyways, there's another phrase that is really the point, which is like what they would refer to things as like the term meant like less than human. And it was like what it would be indicated on paperwork for people like sex workers that like were considered less than human. And there was some acronym or subhuman maybe, yeah. I still think there's another. I still think I know.
That means something different.
They identify as a sub-salmon. No, I'm just kidding. I still think there's another term, and it escapes me.
I think you are. I think you're right. I think there's another.
No, I am right. I just can't think of what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Well, I think unsub is like it's like short for like unknown subject. But then there's like another phrase, and it translates it to whatever. But it was like literally like they were like stamped as less than human, and it translated to just not as important or like doesn't fucking matter. And so they, you know, the high risk folk, and
the usual suspects.
I don't know.
Good movie though.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, the thing is, like, the guy was the guy all along.
You remember the lineup scene in that movie? They were all giggling and laughing when they were shooting because it said Benicio del Toro kept farting, making them all laugh.
Oh, they're having a good time. Dude, but it's just like so great, you know, when he walks out and then he all of a sudden he's not limping anymore, you know, and then the detective like sees like all the things in his room and like pieces this together. It's like yeah.
That's how
Well,
I
but
felt, Terry, when I bumped into the horse cock comment, and I was like, I just started to shake, and I was like, oh no, oh, change, sort of, which
sort of what?
nothing.
Dude, I don't know about this karaoke judging. All of a sudden, you don't look like a fish anymore.
Wait, did you do it? Because I'm nowhere near the panel. Because I'm trying to find something.
Well, you know, it's not really a fish, I guess.
Wait, hold on. You're showing it, Kel, on BRB.
Bitch, make me wait here.
Okay, so No Humans Involved was a police acronym, NHI. No Humans Involved. Dehumanized sex workers. It's no secret that throughout history, sex workers have been dehumanized by both police and society. But a relatively modern police acronym was used to denote these deemed not important enough to be considered legitimate victims of crime, including sex workers.
Is dehumanize what you were looking for?
No, and what did they call it? No Humans Involved. That doesn't feel right, but it's something. That's definitely what it conveyed. But
Oh, look at this shit. So I think it's still a fish with the fins, right? But like the good thing is, so the cheese
Okay,
is like
stand
the
back.
blonde hair, I guess. But well, I have to give it credit. It's the little notebook it has, you know, the little notebook for the judge.
I don't like. I feel like they look like they're about to barf, which, like, I guess maybe.
Yeah, well,
But-
it's looking like judgmental, you know.
No, I don't know.
Judge.
What's behind her?
I don't know.
Nothing but booty.
Some guy in a
Booty,
gimp
booty,
suit.
booty, booty.
Mm.
Dookie.
Dookie.
Oh my gosh, that was okay. Oh, she was here earlier, so I went to this channel and did some other fuck shit. See, that's the thing, is I was like riding high on this other fuck shit, and so I showed up somewhere else, like thinking like, yeah, keep the party going. Different situation. Did not read the room.
See, that's why you should not gamble.
I shouldn't what?
You should not gamble.
Yeah.
And because you win a couple of dollars, then you go like, oh, today's my
I'm
day.
I'm that bitch.
Isn't
Like,
reading a room a lot like
I'm like-
judging?
yeah, I'm real good at it. Sometimes not always.
Oh, are you?
No, because like again, it's like night and day. The situation over at the Ladies of I Talk, totes different than what happened over at J. And again, it's all it was what it was. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. See, look, boop, boop. Anyways, do you know, if you watch the video of what happened there, I need you to not be mad. I told you, I told the joke. Also, I was all of the ew,
I
like
already
gross.
watched it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
What?
that's awful. Nothing, Terry. I
No,
like to
I need
explore.
to know the details.
Okay, so I went over to this channel because like they're dope, right? And they do game night and shit. And this person here who showed up to this has been coming here too. And so I went there to go check out what was going on, and I bumped into a conversation, and it had to do with dookie balls and ass munchers, and it made me laugh. And then I got to talk. They were arguing about somebody forgot the term ass munchers, and somehow instead of ass munchers, they thought the term that they were looking for was dookie balls, and it was funny. Okay, and then there were two people having a conversation, and one is joking like, "How did you confuse ass munchers with dookie balls?" And I'm just a viewer. I show up, and that's the conversation happening, and I'm like, dookie balls, ass munchers, go on, then the Bori was like, "How did you get from here to here, from ass munchers to dookie balls?" And then I'm like, in the chat, like, this must, this is how the human centipede was invented, and like everything I'm typing is just like, chef's kiss, and they're liking it, and it's all good, and it's fun, and it's like, chill or whatever, and then they tell me to panel the fuck up, and then there's a dude up there with like, look, his little headline said "The Voice of God," and just shit went down. It got like ew real quick, because I'm gross.
Dude, yeah, see, you're living out it, dude. I don't care about like the lead up, that whole shit. Like, I could care less. Now the spicy part, that's the part you're living out.
I told Tino's joke. I gave him credit for it after, but he gave me permission to use it, so I got to do the purple joke, and they laughed, and then they probably think I'm clever, and they'll find out later that I stole it or whatever.
Oh, you were funny other stuff though.
I gotta talk about cheese. It just.
Yep. Okay, can we now move to the part where it went sideways, dude? That's the part I'm waiting for, right?
It didn't go sideways. It just was.
No.
You said so?
No, but that's because you told me, like, to not do, like, all the things that I do everywhere. And you're like, stop it. Like, don't. And I did. So fuck off. But shush. I'm trying to, like, see what's out there. Can I do?
Charming.
I like it. Thank you. Sort of. That was, like, kind of cringe. But, like,
funny. They all enjoyed it.
The thing is that it could have gone down very differently. You know what I mean? But luckily, it was
anything though.
Right.
$2.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Exiled. Also, like, definitely Exiled. Like, made that bridge happen, and so that channel is the ladies of iTalk, but then there's like a whole network of like iTalk channels. I'm not really sure, but for sure Exiled somehow made the algorithm happen, so I showed up there. They did not trust me immediately, and I don't know, it was a whole thing. So they do all sorts of tabletop bakes and debates and stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you should check out those channels. A lot of like
after you your video
to the ladies and to the, and I'm not sure if like those are like the girlfriends of the dudes on like that. Like, I'm not sure what exactly is going on with like everything, but it's very interesting.
The ladies of iTalk, I did those.
Okay, well, but they were like shouting out for like the dudes of like the iTalk community or whatever.
No.
So.
Well, there wasn't a link to click for that.
I don't remember. Yeah, well, because they showed up in the algorithm. I remember one of the channels, I'm not sure which of the iTalks, and I remember I clicked the link because that's how I roll, and they would not let me on panel, like the dude channel, and then I ended up like telling Exile, I was like, what the fuck, dude? And it was like some conversation about, well, I think it was actually, oh gosh, now it's all coming back to me. Sorry. So the first time I didn't get to participate, and then I talked to Exile, and then the next like topic they did, it was something like sexual about like men versus women in some way, and then it was like Exile, me and Eliza, like all ended up on the panel, and it was just like, well, it got real quick, and then later the ladies of iTalk, generated in the algorithm, and yeah.
Gotcha.
Baby steps. Those ladies are lovely, and like they give very good face expression. But like she was eating cheese and crackers. Like, what the fuck? Could not have chosen a better snack. One of us. You know what I mean?
You needed hot sauce to make it perfect.
Ooh. But I give you props for like a condiment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got that from my old man. Who'd eat cheese and crackers and then put some hot sauce on it.
Like the conversation, if I remember correctly, for like the dude conversation that happened like after the ladies finished their show, was something like, why are women like victims? I'm gonna fuck it up. Let me see if I can find it. But like men aren't or something. So I immediately like all my triggers were going off, and I was like, how damn dare? Maybe they are. And I don't know. I'm not gonna look. Everybody can watch the thing or don't or do, but Terry was too busy picking out clothes.
Oh yeah, dude. I watch video right now, so I do.
I was, killing panels and waking people up. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
What is the
White girls fuck dogs?
That's a horse, I believe.
Yeah,
what did you enter into this?
It's a woman petting her horse,
It looks like her hand is backwards.
The
I
horse
don't know why.
blackening is about to begin.
Might be in her younger days. I don't know who that is. Yeah. I have no idea. Could be anything.
Remember when you were riding bitch on the motorcycle? Dude, epic.
Yeah, well, we had a moment,
It was so cute. But I'm mad at you the most. You get that, right?
For
Because
what?
I'm a protected class. Because of fat, Terry. Yeah, I don't like it. You're a shamer. You feel like that's enough to just vanish mode people out of existence because they like things that are delicious. Like, what the fuck? I think fat people understand delicious better than skinny people because, yep, they commit and I identify. So, like, stop.
The world is
I'm
a
a
better
protected.
place
I'm
now.
protected. I'm protected class. I'm PhD.
I'm just saying, some people gotta go.
I'm just saying.
We cannot sustain this shit with all the people,
I figure when the aliens come, they're gonna get it rid of.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Thanks, Exiles, for putting the dude's link.
See, but I'm
But the
gonna
lady
survive because I'm a hermaphrodite. I'm special. They probably want to study me.
Mm-hmm.
You
they're
motherfuckers
gonna
are shit
cut you
out of
open and
love.
see how you work. Yeah, they will.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. They can probe my anus.
Did you see Jurassic Park? There was like a
What about your
hermaphrodite
ass? What'd you say about your ass and what?
cameo.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, the like frog. Also, this channel has done content. We remember that, like, was that alligator a secret slut or immaculate conception? Yeah, we covered the hard stuff. Yep.
Can I pet that gator? Can I pet that gator?
Gator.
You don't get it, Terry. You're different now.
Yeah, he's two sexes in one.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, hermaphrodites are infertile.
Wow.
You can fuck yourself all day long
How-
and not worry about getting pregnant.
That
How
is
dare you,
so-
motherfucker. How
so
dare
disturbing.
you.
What the hell, dude?
How dare you.
That is so insensitive.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Why are you disclosing such things?
Wow. Your fertile privilege is showing.
Yeah.
Gross. I'm sorry, Terry.
So you're
That
saying
was-
I can never be a daddy mom?
You can never be a motherfucker dad or whatever. Because like that confuses me because the motherfucker is a dad. And so I don't like it because it gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
A motherfucker.
What if
Just
it's
saying.
a hermaphrodite?
A motherfucker?
It can't be a
Yeah,
dad.
but he could also be a stepdad, right?
Wait, what are
He
we? I
could
don't even know
also
what we're
be the
talking about anymore.
he could also be the milkman. You know,
Could be a
everybody
rapist.
can be
Oh,
a mother. He can be a rapist too. That's right.
oh my gosh! Oh my god,
Thanks
that's
for the
awful.
nuance. Thanks for bringing the nuance
No,
to the
oh my god,
conversation, Tina.
that's awful. Consent is everything. It's important.
Don't you have a friend named Ray Piss?
Do I? Are you fucking kidding me? This motherfucker. Oops. Yay. I'm gonna let you back up, but I shouldn't. How damn
What,
dare.
are you pissed?
I don't like that. Also his name was Raymond Piss.
Yeah.
And
but
no, we were not friends. And thank you for the community guidelines warning strike.
I said a name. I said a name, Ray. And
I'm
his last
talking
name.
to that person.
Oh yeah.
Dude, but you know, everybody loves Raymond.
Speak for not moi. Because nope.
What? Oh, damn. He is an American staple.
That's right.
Ray
Cannot.
Romano.
Americans
like
love
Ray Romano?
Raymond.
I hate you all.
Golly.
But you know what you hate the most, and that's kind of funny. It's vegetables. I hate
Stop it.
vegetables the most.
I hate you. Oh, I'm not even gonna look who's pooping because I can't.
Oh,
No, I have to look because I'm nosy. Of course. Here we go. You're
Yes.
letting him up?
Ray, he happens to be pissed. Just take the two names and add them together. That's what it equals. You know,
Stop it. That guy's. Start over, dude. So far, you're immediately. I want to throw punch you. Exiled. I learned a lot from. I'm a gamer watcher now, and so like I immediately can justify throw punching you. So be careful.
Where did you go to watch these games? Because I can't find
I
it.
cannot tell you. Well, no, there's lots of channels. I watch gaming. So the artist that made the avatar and the vegetable garden, also the cute little portraits. They have a channel. They're now called a Burmese cat, and I mostly see like Spider-Man stuff. But every time I go, I ask if they're playing Tetris because I'm funny like that. But I go. There's all sorts of stuff on YouTube, but that's not where I was going to watch.
Well, I'm not looking for a bunch of different games. I'm just looking for some GTA shit.
Oh, specifically?
Yeah. What? Why does he look like a dude?
what game system you on, Dino?
I'm not on one. I was just wanting to look at some videos. How to get my PlayStation thing going.
What are you searching for, Terry? Because I feel like there's gonna be problems with this.
Well, you know that's a artist impression. You know what went down on Father's Day in a certain trailer park. You know. I don't know.
I know that lady. She's a horse cock enthusiast.
The horse cock.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite flavor of horse cock?
I'm no Captain Savo.
Dude, this is great.
Did you ever see
dude.
people that make love to buildings and get married to buildings and shit like that?
Yeah, dude, I posted a picture of the dude who's fucking the car, dude. He's serious. He dressed up in everything, dude.
That shit
I thought it was just something weird shit you found.
I mean, I could see somebody marrying their car, but your house is kind of stuck with it.
There was a woman in love with a skyscraper. She like walk up to the corner of it and hug it and like, oh, I'm in love. Like, you're crazy.
Did she take the elevator and go down on it? That's like that weird shit. My ex-wife
Why do you sound like you're like?
Because I
In
got
a
my
can.
phone down. Anyway, that's that weird shit. They got a name for that shit where people got weird fetishes.
Yeah.
My ex-wife had one for shit with certain flavors. Like when she was pregnant, she was talking about how she wanted to eat fucking scented baking soda.
What?
Wait, say that again. Scented bacon. Wait, say it again.
Scented baking soda.
Baking.
She wanted to fuck it. Is that what you said? Because you said fetish,
it.
right?
Eat it. Eat it.
Oh, Shift, since you asked who's the dude in the picture, you know, I sent you the original.
I'm scared.
Why didn't you just post that at the TCA?
Wait, why can't I remember? Like, dude, for real, what was said like 27 seconds ago? Like, before the fetish, before like the Pika stuff or whatever that's called, like, because that is not food, correct? Like, she shouldn't be eating
Baking
it.
soda?
Baking soda. I mean, it's an ingredient, but like,
Scented.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to eat a spoonful of it, but it's
what is
edible.
scented baking? I didn't know baking soda had scents.
Yes. You got certain baking soda that you set out to kill odors in the house that have scents, and this one was a floral scented baking
Oh
soda.
shit! She like carpet freshener.
Yeah, damn near. You might as well say so.
Did she
I'm assuming
actually
it's
eat it or
edible.
just want to eat it?
That crazy bitch, she probably would have tried if I wasn't around, but
No, well, like that's some like Pika. That probably, I mean, it just based on like the situation that I witnessed, where somebody on panel that was pregnant, they were interested in eating sponges and or parts of it, and I can't remember exactly, but it was like their body was craving like iron or like
so
Whatever
some
they thought they
nutrients,
could get from a
did they
sponge.
sprinkle gravy on the sponge and actually eat it?
No, just like no, they would like eat the like little bits
Joe,
at a time. I don't know, but it was like, their secret. That wasn't so secret because they talked about it on YouTube, but
they
it
got a
was like
show where people eat crazy shit like that.
yeah,
Where they eat,
Pika,
this one girl was eating her bed mattress,
Yeah, that's
yeah, totally.
and
People eat like
one girl was
cotton balls.
one girl was pulling her own hair out and eating it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah,
what
and then
the
it
fuck is
clogged
wrong
her
with
up,
you?
right? Because she literally had like a hairball on her.
But to be honest, that doesn't look. That looks tasty, right?
Now it does. It looks like oh my god.
Oh shit! What was that?
A
That was a
sponge.
sponge.
Oh
Got deep
no! This
fried.
person like a bath sponge.
Yeah.
And they would like nibble on it and stuff, and they would like know they shouldn't be doing it, but also couldn't not do it. I don't know. It's a whole thing, but and people like and they would participate because they were witnessing it, and it was like I don't know. It could have translated to like some sort of deficiency that their body was craving, whatever it was. But
Remember the old girl was drinking something that was like I don't know if it was bleach or something like that. She would drink little bits of bleach. I think it was bleach.
people I'd like to drink a whole core of bleach.
Nobody can hear it, but something about bleach.
Something about bleach. The whole thing of bleach.
Yeah.
And like, don't do that. I feel like we should.
No.
Dude, seriously, I thought we can't hear you.
Try this at home, people. Don't do these things.
Yeah.
Or do them. Who cares?
Remember we did the math? Go to the placement that we told you we could hear you.
Is that better? I just turned my
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
that's
welcome,
better.
for fuck's sake.
A few people I'd love to drink a whole bottle of bleach.
Oh, you like to see them drink one. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
all-
so glad we waited for you to say like that fuck shit. Oh my gosh, dude.
That's how I used to pass my UAs, though. I used to take one of those 64-ounce, 64-ounce quick trip cups and put water in it and put 2 drops of bleach in it and drink that shit, and I'd piss clean every time in my UA.
Ugh. What did it
I
taste
don't know
like?
what you're saying.
He dripped some bleach in some water and drank it before he took his piss test. So he pissed clean.
And it worked.
But what did it taste like?
With 1 or 2 drops, you could slightly tell the taste of the water was off, but it's not like you was tasting bleach.
I feel like we shouldn't like help people to learn how to do shit like what you're talking about. Allegedly,
people don't already know these things.
No, they.
I don't know. I don't think we need to be the anarchist cookbook channel or some shit.
Dude, it's called Darwinism, right? It's a basic concept, you know.
I'm triggered by that. I know. I love somebody that has an honorary award, but they live. So there you go.
They have a what?
An honorary Darwin award, but they because
sometimes you know, luck strikes and you become psychic. I get it.
So believe it or not now in the UAs they test for bleach.
Why are you still, dude? Like, let it go. Let's move on from bleach, please. It feels very poisonous, like for realsies, yo.
I don't like to drink bleach.
Stop. Okay, let's go, dude. The only word that actually is coming through is bleach, and I don't like it.
Yeah, maybe he's talking about the Nirvana album. You know?
Hey, Pristine, panel up. I dare you. Thanks, Terry, for the pics.
Yeah, right. Tell me that ain't funny. It's a great picture.
You should send
me if you don't think that that's exactly what I fucking thought you were doing, you would be wrong. Like you often are.
That booty pic we over-examined that one night. Saw the figures on it or whatever.
Okay, we don't need to examine it because there was obviously Elvis and like upside down olive oil or something like that. Wait, weren't you weren't part of that? Oh wait, now I'm remembering how that happened. That was Evil Abe, not Evil Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Uh-oh.
It's the time of the day, people.
No, what?
I gotta do my hermaphrodite dump, you know?
Oh.
It might take a while. I don't know.
Dude, I was two assholes.
Dude, I was eating like sauerkraut and shit. You know, because German and that, dude, I have one brewing. That's like
okay, wait, before you go, what were you eating that was when you were crying? Can you tell me? I earned it.
See you guys later. Bye.
I knew he was gonna do that, Shifty.
Me too.
Okay, but Steve-O doesn't know him like we all do. He'll learn real quick, I'm sure. But like Steve-O was like, I'm sure he doesn't remember what he ate. And I'm like, yes, he does. He doesn't want to tell me because he knows I want to know. And Steve-O was like, nah, I'm sure. He doesn't remember. And I'm like, no. He's like, they're like bros. It's fucking, I can't.
Do you think he's embarrassed by what he ate? And that's why
what?
Do you think he's embarrassed by what he ate, and that's why he's not telling you?
No, he isn't telling me because I ruined his life. Don't you know?
Well, you ruined all of our lives, but that's besides the point.
I know, right? Ew, I like kind of said nice stuff about you in like a bitchy way earlier, Exiled. I doxed the shit about how like I feel pressured to like treat you with respect because you're older than me and it's confusing and shit and like etc.
I was here also when you was talking about people that do fuck shit. And I was here for all that.
It sounds like he's talking on a phonograph.
And I heard something about fuck shit and that.
I was here during all the fuck shit you was talking about in the beginning. My bad.
Okay. Guess what we found out my uncle's addicted to Viagra.
Is this a joke?
Yeah, nobody's taking it harder than my aunt.
Oh, guys. I'm going to take that joke elsewhere and claim it as my own. Dibs.
You can do it with your grandpa, too.
Hey, that doesn't sound good.
Viagra. I'm just saying, you can put grandpa and
stop
grandma
it. We get it. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, just stop.
because that's how I heard it originally.
Okay. Ay. Anyways, who haven't we? What population of people have we not offended, like thoroughly? Question mark. 'Cause you're next, motherfucker.
Was it better than my not see joke?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not the same, maybe.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's
Yep, we've insulted everybody, including ourselves. I think we covered all the slander has happened.
I'm worried that people spend like 18 hours a day playing like GTA 5 because they're encouraged, and it's like you have to like scream at people. Like you can't just rob them quietly. Like I guess you have to like get enough cool points or whatever.
The best is when you're beating up like an old man or something, and he's like, "Oh."
I'm lazy. I'm not gonna be that random dude in the live stream on the game screaming at some dude in a store. Because I've heard people do that. It sounds weird. All I do is into the GTA store and I start firing my gun with a bottle. They enter
we are hearing like some of the story.
What's going on with you?
GTA to get the money. You shoot the liquor bottles behind the guy at the store. Then after you shoot the liquor bottles and he gives you all the money, he drops the cash on the ground. Shoot him and then rob all the rest of the money from the register.
Why don't you just shoot him to start with?
Because then you don't get as much money.
Oh, okay. Makes sense then. My favorite thing is just run people over in the street and then get out of the car and get all their money. I do that in the game too.
You don't really do any evidence on the dead body when you go in his pocket.
Oh my gosh. It's like this dead body, drink bleach. Like I feel like it's my anxiety that is being triggered because it already was. So sorry, but not sorry. It sounds like a recipe for disaster, which welcome to the game.
Hey, X, if you pull a cop out of their car and kill them, do they drop money?
No, but they drop their side piece.
Yeah, you get their weapons or whatever, steal their cop car and get a shotgun.
I saw Terry steal a cop car, and then he said, "I'm now the police," and I was like, "I don't think it works like that,"
Stars also. That's the plus side. You get 3 stars.
I don't. You get 3 what?
Cars.
1 stars.
Dude, why can you leave and come back or
stars.
like?
You get 3 stars. That's your threat level.
And then I'll pull the phone closer.
I don't know what you're talking about. You probably credible threatened and then said something about pulling the phone closer. So I don't know. I'm not responsible for that.
Let me finish rolling my blunt and then I'll pull close.
I'm sorry. I'm a gamer. I'm triggered, and times money and sometimes you steal a boat and you drop it off at the
not doing
plane.
It you're supposed to shoot me in the head, teabag me.
Dude, no, stop. Because you're finish doing what you're fucking doing and come back.
We're talking about gaming. That's what happens in gaming. They shoot your character in the head, they teabag you, and then they call you a noob.
And then they run away.
Oh, what? They call you a what?
Newbie. A noob.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I don't fucking know, dude. But yeah. But then
this is why you're not a gamer, shit.
Oh, too far. Too fucking far. Roll your joint, come back. I'm triggered. Also, it's like they put so much, it's like so detailed, right? But then there's like little things where it's like, why did they spare the expense there? Like,
why didn't they
it's just like little tiny things,
Well, have you ever seen on that GTA where they're like going to a fast food place? And
no, I haven't seen that.
Food? You used to be able to go into the burger place and you walk in and and the guy would say, "Welcome to Burger Hill, motherfucker." You go over and you pick out what food you want. But I always
No,
thought funny walk in.
I don't like that your characters do shit without you pushing a button.
That's
Like
the
they
first I
just
heard of that. Was when Steve-O was talking about it.
when he got picked up by like his other self as a cabbie or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also went and did other shit too, like illegal shit. I don't know. That's fucked
You
up.
start the game and then fucking it wakes up and Trevor's on a railroad track drunk as shit. And the train is yeah, GTA is fun.
Okay, cool.
I like that there was one version where you could go if you did everything right, you could get a GIMP suit that covered your entire body, and then in a vinyl or leather suit covered your whole head and everything, and you could use a big purple or pink dildo to beat the shit out of people with. And he'd just be
like,
running around.
I don't know. I don't think GIMP is like a. I'm gonna look it up. I feel like GIMP is not a good word to say.
That's what they're called, though. It's not like that's actual term for the suit.
I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe Terry was killed by that purple dildo before on GTA. Just saying.
Oh, it's an acronym for GNU Image Manipulation Program? I don't think so. Okay, hold on.
Because it was around before they had these games.
I didn't say that.
What'd you put in there? What is a GIMP suit? GIMP?
GIMP suits. It's them leather.
Stop it. Oh my god. What the fuck, dude?
Mouthpiece.
See, it's an ableist slur. An ableist slur.
What's an ableist?
It's an ableist. What do you mean? What is an ableist? Somebody that like body ableist. Like you're as opposed to disabled, you're abled.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound correct.
She just looked up GIMP, not GIMP suit.
Okay, but I'm just like it's confusing.
Put like in there like the sexual term.
It's called the English language. One word has multiple meanings. Put in instead.
Dude, don't mansplain shit to me. Like I'm not in the mood.
I'm not. You got me wondering now too.
GIMP can be an ableist slur for someone with a walking impairment in the United States and Canadian English, but also to someone engaging in BDSM in parentheses, hence quote unquote GIMP suit. The sexual term's etymology is the ableist slur. The GIMP suit gimps you.
It gimps you?
Mm-hmm. It's an outdated and offensive word to use, and now we're all using it. Totally, like, not a nice word.
Well, that's what they called it in the game. So that's what I was calling it.
Yeah, well. Oops.
This is not true. Some of those people like being called GIMPs because they like the sexual humiliation rituals that happen in their bedroom. Film footage out there. I don't know who. Which one of y'all wear a suit?
I do, obviously.
Well, we know you're not sharing any link.
No, there you go.
That's personal shit.
Boom. This is what started it all. It's my fault. Actually, it's Death's fault. Because Death sent me this. Hey, Glenn, welcome to here. It's been quite a convo, question mark. And now it's quiet. Anyway, it's been almost 3 hours. Oh, and Nexab left. After all of that, he's bounced. I didn't kick him off, but I'm gonna check and make sure. Nope, I didn't. Dino, are you still here? Am I still here? Dino? Anywho.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I sent you a picture from the game that I was referring to.
Oh, well, damn. That's a leg.
Impressive.
Holy shit. What are we talking about? Just kidding. In conclusion, everything's offensive, and everything matters, and and final words.
Don't use foul language or slurs. You're welcome.
Use all the foul language and slurs. All of them.
Motherfucker. Immediate regret.
Just do that.
Yeah. Oops. Final word, Sexon? Were those them? That's where you want to leave it?
Do. Oh, I didn't know he was doing final words. Do not blame Shiv for any of the things that her special needs friend says. Me, I'm special.
Oh my god. You're a psychopath. Is that considered?
I have final words too. Don't be a faggot.
Oh my god. That's only one word.
If you do, make sure you're wearing your GIMP suit.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, here we're done. Thank you to Dino. Thank you to Exiled One. Thank you to Generation X Enters the Room. Thank you to Evil Terry. Also, how damn dare. Everything's offensive. Intention matters. Context matters. People, prosperity, etc. matters. Did you miss it? Oh, dude. Did you miss anything? A lot has happened since the last time, and yeah. Anyway, I'll play this.
And shift happened then, and we did all that we could have done. And the shift happens now, and this is all that we can do. The shift happened then, and we did all that we could have done. To cause you any pain, I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I never meant to cause you any sorrow.
Gen X, do you want to come up and tell a story? Because it would be great to leave on the cute story note. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I'll wait like 2 seconds and then I will rage quit. I don't know. I gotta think about some stuff that transpired on this panel, but thank you to everybody that participated on panel and chat. I find it interesting to be able to do that. I think that this platform, when it is used for conversation and not chaos and corruption and blah blah blah, it's whoa, or can be. Anywho, I think Gen X is gonna reserve this story for the dirty filthies. And yeah, healthy discussion is good. Thank you for like some sort of focus. I think discussion is good. And sometimes that's all there can be or should be, because it would be inappropriate to do more than just discuss, and also how inappropriate for us to not have representatives of all everythings to participate in a conversation, because those everything that separates us when it's all like represented and treated fairly, it's like separate but equal. If things are truly equal, separation fades away. There's no need for it. There's no incentive. If you try to say that a hose is equal to a water fountain, well, it isn't. Separate historically is more representative of inequality. Like purposefully. It's awful and it's interesting. Like when architecture is influenced by hatred, like when there has to be a bathroom for them and those, and then them and those, double the number of restrooms because of hatred. There's just so much. It's overwhelming. And then, of course, right now, somewhere, some horrific, labor and inhumane conditions is happening. So we could be here and do this. It's fucked up. Out of sight, out of mind. It's heartless, isn't it? So forgive me for coming back. Right? Wrong? I don't know. Anywho, thanks for being here. Xana, please take down your shit on. Just start over. Wipe it off. If you want to have fun and laugh, create the opportunity for that to be obvious for all of your victims, because your channel is a nightmare to us, your victims. And it would be lovely for Kim and Crafton to own their shit or voices, or like all be busy going back and forth and living their best YOLO, whatever the fuck shit in the drama community that they pretend that they don't deserve to be in, but that they depend on. And cool, get it, but if you've made an accusation about somebody publicly just because your feelings were hurt or you're an asshole or bored, well, that sucks, in my opinion. Also, if you have any ideas about how to make things better, I'd like to hear them, explore them. Curious. Like 2 years ago, I was like, we need to have like a think tank and figure out how to do this and have, rules of the community, not the terms of service, because not something that robots will render a response to if they feel like something deserves a response. But no, there should be, if you do this, this is the consequence. If you do this, you're no longer welcome. If you do this, this is how you redeem yourself or try to remedy, etc., etc. Participating in YouTube shouldn't have like life. I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother saying that. I'd like to have the opportunity to hear somebody say my name and not feel doxxed in my life. And that's weird. It's fucked up. Anywho, blah, 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 blah. I'm tired. My Benadryl is starting to take over. I'm shutting down. Just kidding. I'm a robot. And my batteries need to be changed. If you're mad about anything, sad about anything, affected, inspired, anything from this stream, participate. Put in the comment section, like dialogue, Participate. It's interesting. It could be. Get some sleep, woman. How damn dare. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bye, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Be sure to subscribe to all the channels of the creators that were here. Understand that if you're here and you participated, you too have a channel. Whether or not you have content, well, that's the only difference. That's what separates subs from creators. And I'm doing finger quotes, but if you're pointing the finger at somebody, well, welcome to the game. And be sure that you understand that a bunch of fingers are going to point back at you. And if you're lucky, well, along the way, you'll bump into people here on these streets, just kidding, these sewers, and you'll be grateful for every time you bump into them. Because They make it worth it. They're the reward. They're worth the risk, etc., etc. Allegedly. Insert like disclaimer here for like I don't know how to end this. There was so much said and so much. I'm like, oh, I want to like tie things up and have a neat little bow, but I'm processing. This is in real time. A lot was said, and I just want to marinate in it for a little bit, Here is the link for Dino. Hey, Tiff Mafia. Tiff Mafia, I watch people event. Oh, I told you. Oh, yeah, shit. I mean, don't even listen to me. Who the fuck am I? I'm like the fucking Datcord bitch who like gets fucking swooned over beer run. So, in conclusion, BEERUN, beer run. BEERUN, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5er, car, key, sober driver. BEERUN, beer run.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and
No, listen,
listen. You.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Okay.
Tiff Mafia. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm waiting for the results of some stuff, but there are some shifts coming to this channel. Fingers crossed. There are some shifts in my personal world, and so the availability of yours truly, it might change because it is time. Hopefully. So, I don't know what to play, but I want to play a song. To go with sentimental or like vibe. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I was gonna play something, but I don't think I played this whole stream. Did I play the Puppy in the Box? No. You know what? That's too easy. Fuck. Now I feel like everything has to be like a super duper decision because I watched Jerry pick up like Avatar clothes for like thousands of years because I want my own Hatchet identity. Okay, now I'm just tired. Okay, here we go. Bye.
I don't mind going slow. Put the phone on airplane mode. Rolling down the windows in my mind. On my mind, like I've been going way too fast. My credit cards, they all my cash. Man, if I could only buy some time. All the time, the days seem long and the years fly by and there's no going back. So I'ma pack my bags, hit the door like, hey, I'll send my soul on holiday. Cause baby, I could use a little fun like, hey, my biggest dreams came true today. I think I found my little place out in the sun. My little place in the sun. I think I found my little place my side. By my side, by my side, baby, baby, when you hold me, baby, everything is holy. Like Nirvana, do you wanna marry me and be my baby mama? Days seem long and the years fly by and there's no going back, going back. So I'ma pack my bags, hit the door like, hey, 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 I'll send my soul on holiday. Cause baby, I could use a little fun, like, hey, 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 my biggest dreams came true today. I think I found my little place out in the sun. My little place in the sun. I think I found my little place out in the sun. So if you're happy and you know it, throw your hands up and show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And if you love the life you're living, go ahead and dive right in and shake it like you mean it. Do a little dance. Show me what you got, and everybody rock. Oh, 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 oh. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, and everybody rock. Hey, 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 I'll send my soul on holiday. Cause baby, I could use a little fun, like, hey, 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 my biggest dreams came true today. I think I found my little place out in the sun. My little place in the sun. I think I found my little place out in the sun. Return to 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I tell people, when I tell you, when I mean,
We're not great people.
but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea.
Whoa,
Okay. Wait, bye. I forgot I shared the screen. Ooh.
Sing along with us.
We're happy. I totally thought that it ended with the verse that was like, the song is over. Why the fuck are you still here? I was like, waiting